bum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Okay. No more music. Where the fuck did my music go? Hold on. Bum, 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 bum. No! Oh, my stuff is sort of coming back. Yay! My stuff is coming back. Wait, why is Nara so small? I fixed that earlier. Weird. Weird. Wait, why is my mouse not moving? Oh my lord. Hold on. My computer is trying to kill me today. I just need you all to know that. Actually, it's my cat, but also my computer, but also my cat. Where is this? Okay, there you go. Oh my god. Let me fix Nara. Why did they make Nara into a tiny little person? What the hell? I made Nara big like this earlier. There, you'll hear them in a second. Don't worry. They're probably spreading lies about me. And if I have them there, I don't need them in reactive. Oop, gone. Okay. Hi. So today we're gonna be streaming with Nara. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I think they're in ads. Ooh, if you subscribe, you get Crunchyroll drops. What Crunchyroll drops? Anyway, look, I just came from work. I don't know what I'm doing. Basically, what I was saying on Nara's stream a minute ago is that I set everything up earlier, and literally 10 minutes before the meeting I had before this, my cat comes in, steps on the power button, shuts down my entire damn computer. I have to race to turn it back on, get everything set. And then when I was going to go chat with Nara, my computer wasn't really working, and I'm like, oh. Because since I didn't let it turn down all the way, it's like the program's never opened up correctly. And then the computer was also like, you don't actually have any audio, you're a liar. Actually, in the middle of my meeting, like my audio and what was I gonna say, my mic and my hearing thingy, my speaker, both, oh look, it's me, stopped working. And so I had to leave the meeting and come back, and then I was trying to tell the person, oh, I can't hear you, but they couldn't hear me because I was muted because all of my drivers failed. All because of this little cat, right baby? Meow, indeed. You're adorable, but also the other cat used to do this all the time. All right, I'm gonna chat with Nara. What are we gonna do? We're gonna draw things. I'm gonna draw Nara's emote in this thing you see in front of you. Did I already turn off the, yeah. Oh, guess what? I'm gonna do it with my mouse, because the other thing that happened is that my AC adapter for my fucking tablet disappeared. I've been looking for it all weekend, no joke, or actually more, since Friday. I cannot find it anywhere. And what's weirder is that I've been actually cleaning and reorganizing the whole apartment, so everything's way cleaner and more organized than normal, aka something getting lost doesn't make any sense. I looked everywhere, and the last time I saw it, it was connected to my tablet. It's not on my tablet. It's not anywhere near my tablet. I literally looked everywhere. Everywhere. So I had to buy a new one. And so we're gonna draw with a mouse today, because that's my life. Okay, we're gonna go talk to Nara. Bye.
I had no clue I was not muted. I thought I was
Hello.
muted. Hello.
What did you do? What did I miss? Secrets?
Well, look at my stream.
Oh no, I can't. I'm not over there. I can see the chat. Wait.
Oh yeah, no. Just open my stream on the Nerd window.
That's too complicated. Oh wait, hold on.
It's called a browser.
Hold on. I'm doing it. I'm overwhelmed.
Sasha.
I'm overwhelmed. Remember I told you that the first issue I had today is that my AC adapter disappeared 3 days ago for my tablet.
Yeah.
And now my computer's being a butt. What? Oh. Why would... I'm trying to mute you. Why would you do that? Why?
Because your Veto Ninja for your model was not working.
Oh
So I
my
used your
fucking
PNG
God.
reactive, but I'm like, this is funny. It's just a head. It's great.
Yeah, it is.
I am now Galaxy.
Oh my God. What's funnier is that for a while, well, no, the one that you made me, I was using with like the PNG program. So yeah, this is the one I have for this. But I think a few streams ago, before I made it cute again, I was a Kermit the Frog.
Oh my
So you were almost Kermit, but me. I don't think I've shown you that one yet. I basically have been using that one for like, what's the word? For like my card opening thingies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
yeah, yeah.
it's just like a dramatic Kermit the Frog that looks like it's going wah, but it has my. I'll show you later. It has my face on it. Oh,
So if
ridiculous.
you want to resend a link for your model, I can put you up on my screen. Otherwise, we can just go with reactive, and that's
It's
okay.
it's. I put it in here. What do you mean?
It's not working.
Oh, I told you it might not work.
Yes.
Well, so I can't help that. No, so what ended up happening is I use VC Face and they messed with their programming in a way that it's actually really hard to get it to project into OBS correctly. So now I have to use this whole other thing to do it, which is why I didn't think it would work for my model. So sorry.
No worries.
It's
just
not
really funny
me.
for to. It's okay. Me wearing your face like a mask is hilarious.
Yeah, although it's weird because on that side it did pause. I wonder if I could try to do it again. Hold on. Where?
And then while we were waiting, I was telling everyone how like I actually did an evil laugh, but I never intend to. And there was the one time like in my last company when the CEO was doing a company-wide meeting, telling everybody about like the aftermath of the most recent layoff. I wasn't listening. I was not reacting to the CEO at all. But somebody else on the side was making jokes about unicorn poop, and I was
What?
laughing. But I was trying to stifle my laugh, so it sounded like like really evil. And I did not realize I was not muted at the exact moment the CEO made a very solemn comment about the layoffs, and it sounded like I was evil laughing in response to him.
Damn.
And the whole company heard, and he was like, "Who just did that? Who laughed at that?"
Oh, he didn't know
Oh
at
my God.
least. That's good.
No,
I
he
would have
didn't.
lied. Would have been like, what?
It was so embarrassing. I was like,
Oh
I
my God.
swear, that's not what I was laughing about. I heckin' swear. Oh, there you are, except the background is
I know.
not omitted.
I
Yeah,
know.
I think we
You
can't
see
do
the
that,
problem?
unfortunately.
So basically,
Yeah.
they made it so that that's what kept happening on my streams. There was even a stream I had to use a PNG because it wasn't working. So the only way to change it is that you have to go directly into OBS and do some weird shit. That's why it's like, whatever. Because they also aren't letting you change it to a green background anymore. So that's what kept
Oh.
happening. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm switching to something else anyway. Remember I told you I'm trying to switch to anything that's not this already. I just haven't done it.
Yeah.
Like either
Try
the
Vinian.
that's yeah, so I have Vinian and Warudo. I have them both on my computer. I just need to like figure it out. I did install my one of my avatars to try out both of them. I just need to figure out how to make it work correctly, you know? Because
Yeah,
I downloaded stuff from the Steam Workshop for both just to play around, but I was confused.
The person who helped me set it up when I was still using Vroid was Idle Escapist. They are such a whiz at it. They are so fast at it. They help Boris set it up too.
Oh,
So they know all the ins and outs of Vinian if you want to reach out to them.
I might because I was a little confused. Because in Warudo, I was able to make it look really cool, but for some reason it wasn't picking up my camera. It kept telling me that in fact I had no camera and I was a liar. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Warudo was not very kind to me. I did not enjoy using it, but Vinian had fantastic tracking. Once you understood it, it was easy to figure it out after.
Okay.
Setup, it's a little difficult. So definitely 100% say grab someone like Idle. Idle went through
Beg them
my
for
entire
help.
setup they went through my entire setup in like 45 minutes.
Damn.
It was great. It was fantastic. And I think they did the same for Bora. They sat there for like 30 to 45 minutes and finished setting everything up.
Damn.
So,
By the way, I have random lo-fi music in the background. Do you have anything in your background? No.
random
You do?
lo-fi
Okay.
music.
That's what I thought. I wish I could mute it to myself, but oh well. So what are you gonna draw? Who?
I was thinking of a headshot for you. What do you think?
You're not, you mean a drawing, right? You're not gonna shoot me.
Yes.
I'm just checking. I'm just checking. Oh my god.
Headshot. Or alternatively, would you like me to do more emotes for you?
No, I think the headshot makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you for the follow. It's okay. Don't even worry about it. Thank you so much. How are you doing?
Oh my god, I feel like I do that all the time where sometimes I'm like, don't I follow this person? It's like, no. Also, thanks for the follow. Somebody. Addiction. Addie. Addiction. Addiction.
Addie is a woman who recently did a fantastic magazine cover piece for Bora, and will be
Oh, not an inappropriate magazine piece, I hope.
exactly. I'm kidding. This kind of art.
Oh wait, I forgot to open the face I told you to send me. God damn. This is what happens when too many things happen.
Joe, we need to play games again. It was so much fun playing Mecha Break with you, and I can't wait for Mecha Break to actually fully come out. And
Oh, no kidding. That game is really good. I do like it a lot.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, we need to all play together again.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I found Nara. No one's gonna see my reference pics. Too bad for all of you. I can't open them on the screen. I can't. It's too many things. My computer's just doing its best. You know what I mean? Like, I can have it open on my side. I don't think I should open all of them also on stream. I think that would be a little dumb. Yeah.
But hey, guys, guess what? If you subscribe and donate to Galaxy, we might be able to afford a better computer.
That's true. That is real. God. My computer, you know, it's pretty good, but it's one of those things that I got what I could afford at the time, and long story short, what that means is that some of the stuff was better than others. You know what I'm trying to say? So I need to replace certain parts of my computer, is the best way I can put it. There you are.
Yep. Oh, Jesus, thank you so much.
I don't even know what's happening back there. Let me go back to that screen. No, Nara, stop getting bigger. I mean, hello. I was trying to click on you and it kept zooming into you and I'm like, why? Please stop zooming into Nara. No. Okay, so that's what was happening with my reference of you, literally what you just did. I kept trying to click out and it's like, you mean make Nara bigger? It's like, no, I don't want to make them bigger. Please stop.
Bigger? Like how big?
I'm a little worried. Are you now a giant person? You know, people like that. People like that. Be careful. Zaho, thank you for the sub for Yayun. Oh no. Oh no. Basically, it wasn't your size that became very big on my screen for a minute there. It was something else. Some people pay for that, Zaho. You are correct. Oh no, May is here. May is a problematic person. I just want you to know. Oh no, wait. Did May's thing get deleted? I can't help you, May. Why do you do these things? It's because my auto moderation is a little strict. That's why. It gets a little intense sometimes. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know which emote to make for you. I have a few options. People can't see them, but just trust me, they exist.
Chat, what kind of emote should Galaxy make?
Yeah.
What should I have?
Because I have a wide range of options that I was looking at earlier. Yeah, I really did expect you were going to say that. That's why this morning I was just looking at some of the more interesting emotes I have.
And if you feel like doing the pixel art stuff, because I do plan to do like the stream avatars with the...
Nara, it has to be pixel art because I can't, I'm drawing with my mouse, remember?
Oh, yeah, no. But this butter with wings, I mean...
Oh my god. That is really cute. I could try to do that too, if you want. Oh my god.
Really do pixel art and
Galaxy wanted more meme emotes. Maybe, okay, maybe I could try doing that for you, I suppose. Let me look at... What would be a game that has a good stick of butter? Probably a farming game. Farming... I'm looking. I'm doing some research. Because at worst, I could at least do a sketch and then we could work on it later. Oh, that is an ugly ass stick of butter. That's not what you meant. What is that? I did have a thought of an emote that was kind of cursed, but I don't think I'm going to do that.
What is it?
It's like a little buff dude that's... Oh, wait, I can put it in the... Hold on. Just realized. I can put it in Discord so you can look at it. Nara, will you close, please? Jesus Christ. I told you that the thumbnail of you in the Discord keeps getting larger. This is the one I thought of briefly. I put it in Discord. I know.
And I don't know how much time that can. Why is it my fault?
Because I wasn't even clicking on you, and it's like, oh, this is what you meant to do, right? I might have to just.
Too shit.
Yeah, you
I'm
did.
saying too shit.
Yeah, you did. You know what's weird? I can't find a single pixel version of Butter. I mean, I can think of it in my brain, but I wanted like a reference.
Guys, what game has a good stick of butter that's pixelated for Galaxy's reference? Hi, Perry. Welcome in. Thank you so much. You got a good class. All right, Addie. Have a good one, Addie. Thanks for dropping in. May, that's a lot of twerking, licking, and other suspicious objects.
Yeah, you see what I mean? May's always like that. Just ignore them. You know what's funny? Google keeps being like, did you mean farming game button pixel? No, I meant butter.
Butterstick.
It's not.
Hi.
Hmm. Yeah, it is. No.
It's not.
Yes, it is. Mm.
Look.
Wow, that's a gross little piece of cut butter. I don't like that. It's like a cut melted butter. It looks wrong. It's like oozing.
I mean, I can be oozing, yes.
Oh my lord. I'm gonna just draw something freehand because all of the references don't make sense.
That sounds fine to me.
I mean, I have layers. I can delete it later.
I plan to have, like, yeah, the stick of butter, maybe melting butter, maybe spreadable butter.
Oh my lord.
Zenya, thank you so much.
I was thinking of butter that was standing.
That, yes, that too. All kinds of butter. If I'm allowing chat to choose their butter. That sounds so weird out of fucking context. Choose your butter.
Something like this because you wanted wings too.
Yeah, give me dinky little wings.
This is a sketch. Don't worry. I know it looks like crap.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, but fatter.
Oh, Umbra has a question for Galaxy.
Okay. I'm here and I'm alive-ish. Are you from the South? You're showing concern about amount of attention for butter? No. But I did, when I watch TV, because English isn't my first language, right? So when I watch TV to practice English, for some reason in Puerto Rico, most of the cable came from Nashville, Tennessee. So I do sometimes have some weird Southernisms because of that.
Kingdom, welcome in and thank you for the cheese, but I already ate today. What the heck?
That doesn't... No. This is why it'd be helpful to have a tablet that has a power adapter.
This is how people feel cheesing me. Oh, do you have a cheese redeem too?
It's too...
So what Galaxy is trying to do here is, for everybody who doesn't know, I will be creating a chat mascot, but also creating...
Not this one.
Or sorry, setting up the little pixel avatars for you guys to use. And you guys are going to be sticks of butter with wings. Butterfly! Get it? Ha ha, I'm so unfunny.
Oh my lord.
I don't know how you stand me. Why are we collabing together? How do we do it?
It's a difficult process sometimes. I don't like puns, but I'm tolerating them out of friendship.
Oh my god.
That's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing.
This is how we define friendship. Oh god.
Yeah, you don't know about my dislike of puns.
But you're friends with Zachary Ox. He's just full of...
I ignore him. I
see that.
But butter also does this weird thing when it's on its side.
Kingdom, what kind of cheese redeems do you have? Is it cheese blocks with slices or fondue, like melted cheese?
And then you have...
Butterstick, butterfly. Say spread. One of our other friends also did like a spreading butter thing for another friend, but then because that other friend is not yellow, the question that came out of the chat was, "Hey Navi, what color do you spread? And that's the first thing I saw on my notifications. I'm like, what?
Spread for what now?
Schooled me.
Y'all being inappropriate over there. I'm just trying to be innocent over here in my little chat world. I told you I'm only sus literally when it's you and Bora. I'm not like that with anyone else. That's the irony.
Oh my god, no. No.
Yeah. See how Zaho is?
Zidori, this is not Zaho, this is not true, is it? Galaxy can be sus when I'm not around, right?
No, it's not true. I'm not.
Right? No, Zajo? Was Zajo? I was buttered.
Let's
That shame stick.
see.
Somebody told me of the shame stick from a show, which is like this guy that just gets a big stick of butter, dips it in sugar, and eats it.
What? That sounds like a southern thing as well. I think.
Is it?
I don't know. They like butter a lot there. I will say, when I'm looking up recipes, I do prefer recipes from the South because, you know, butter. In California, they're like kale. It's like, oh, wow. Delicious.
Galaxy doesn't make puns. How to avoid them? Is there a system in place?
I cry.
They cry. They tolerate.
I don't tolerate them. I just cry.
You're tolerating me.
I know. Sorry. Okay.
Harry left. Kingdom does cheese slices. Oh yeah, Nick does cheese slices too. But you plan to make a custom Eldritch cheese. I mean, assume it's custom Eldritch cheese. What can you tell us a custom Eldritch cheese?
Oh, it probably has tentacles in it.
Yeah, tentacles.
That's gross, but
Okay, so you've been outed, Galaxy.
about what?
Zidori says you're sus 24/7.
That's not true. She's lying. I am a bit kafir, but that's different from being sus. That's more like being. No, I can't say that. There's not an appropriate word in English. Let me leave it at that. Does this make sense? Is this too stiff? I wanted to make it a little bit springier. Hold on.
Springy. How does one make
That's what it looks like for real.
springy?
It's very tiny normally. That's why originally,
Rounded edges?
yeah, that's what my thought process was over here. Mira, I'm busy. You see that I'm busy?
Oh, kitty.
You see that I'm busy? Hold on. Come here. Ay, bebé. Ay, bebé. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? You're so cute. You're so cute. Oh, you're doing all your little scratchies.
Galaxy, why don't you have a kitty cam? You need a kitty cam.
I know. I've thought about it. Because there's a place where they hang out which wouldn't be close to my face. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was like Sam would put butter in a sock and hit people with it. I was too old for it, but I do know what iCarly is. It was like a Nickelodeon comedy with like actual people, you know, like not a cartoon.
Do you know iCarly? I've never watched it, but I want to understand this Buttersoft thing.
I just told you.
I know, but why?
Okay, I'm gonna turn off the music. It's driving me crazy. I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's your own music.
Like this is when my neurodivergent shit comes up. When it's like I've heard it like 5 times. I'm gonna die. It's true. Maybe like this?
Zidori says, we Puerto Ricans ourselves all the time. It's the way we do comedy.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, not me, but yes.
No, I think she's including you.
Mm-mm. I only do that when I'm in your chat. I told you before.
Anybody else? not believe you for one moment.
I don't know why you don't, because it's true.
Because every other time I talk to you, you're sus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's only in your chat. That's why it's funny when you're like, oh, you're always like this. And I'm like, actually, I'm not. Yeah, to you.
I can't. I fucking can't.
God, that reminds me. So I'm going to a convention this weekend. And I'm selling in the swap meet one day for better or worse. But there's 2 swap meet days. I'm not selling on the other swap meet day. And I'm hoping I'll find some dojin. And I will let you know.
This is what I mean, guys.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, you literally, one of our first chats, you literally DM'd me a shit ton of BL.
You asked for it. You asked for it.
You offered.
Maybe. Oh my God. I still remember when I went to that swap meet some years ago. And I would, because I mean, I prefer girls, but 2 guys together is fine too. But, so this guy, I went to his booth and he assumed things of me which were incorrect because he's like, oh, I don't have dojinshi of men. And I'm like, I'm looking for dojinshi of women. And he's like, oh, I have a lot of those. I was like, damn, dude. It's like, I know what I'm here for. You don't know what I'm here for is the problem. We'll see how it goes.
Big mouth with eyes as it opens, maybe tentacle legs. Tentacle legs come out with cheese slice. Are the tentacles going to be like melted cheese tentacles?
Is this better or worse? Let me see. I feel like that's too weird, right? Let's see the other one. I'm busy, baby.
Umbra, what the fuck?
No, the flat one is better. Maybe, you know what it could be? That in the pixel movement, maybe it can get a little bit more bounciness. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because when I'm looking at the small version of the one that's kind of curved, it doesn't look good. Or it could also look a bit more curved with like the colors. Oh, hold on. IRL stuff. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Wait for me.
Zacriox, welcome in. Umbra suggested the cheese has 8 pairs of legs and 6 bahojas. Oh my goodness. What in the fuck? Zajori. Chubby Kitty. Yes, Chubby Kitty. Zacriox, welcome in. Umbra says, if I were to meet Galaxy, I'd give them a butter pat. Are you just going to take a brick of butter and just head pat them with it? And just grease up their hair? That's kind of gross, man. Gross. It's like, there, shh. And just like rub butter on their hair. We have 2 people in chat. We say Galaxy is sus. Okay, knew it.
I'm back. Sorry. You know what it was? My anime merch got in.
Okay, what kind of merch?
What did I get this time? I don't remember.
Also, Zenduri confirmed there's 2 people in your chat, and both of which say you are sus all the time.
That's not true. Zaho, why are you lying? Oh, I fixed it. You know what it was? I forgot. It's because the music was annoying me, so I put the volume down, but you and the music were on the same thing. Thanks, Zach. Okay. It's fixed now. Because I turned off the music.
How you doing, Space Daddy?
Ah, what are you doing? Girls. These 2 cats, I swear to God.
So Umbra has said that when he meets you, he will give you a butter pat, and I assume this means they're gonna take a brick of butter and just head pat you with it and grease up your hair.
I don't like that. Hello. No.
Nice to meet you.
My hair cannot tolerate that. No, thank you. No, thank you.
It sounded really gross. You just carry a brick of butter to greet people.
Yeah. Concern. Wait, why do I have my unhappy face? I accidentally hit my unhappy face button. I don't know when I did that.
Because that was a very unhappy thought to have your hair greased
up by a random
stranger stick of butter.
That's true.
Galaxy's sussy time, sussy kind of anime merch. We know. Galaxy's not saying it, but we know.
What did I get in this one? I don't remember. I really have to go check.
Yeah, box opening stream. Let's go,
No, because
please.
maybe no.
Oh,
I don't remember what's in there. Probably nothing bad, but still.
But it could be something very good for us to see.
I guess at worst it would be something from Nikkei, which is a little sus.
The fact that Nikkei had like a collaboration with the bubble tea shop by my place, and it was just like life-size grown up characters on the windows, and they're so scantily clad, and these little kids are walking by. It's like, what's that? I'm like,
Oh God. Did I tell you? I don't think I did. I was at this anime store, whatever, and I was buying this acrylic stand of one of the girls from Nikkei who I like, and she was in her really sus swimsuit. I have it on my desk, actually. I look at her a lot. So these two younger, like teens, I guess, were walking by. They clearly did not see that I grabbed one and put it in my little carry, your little shopping thing. And they were going off about it. They're like, "What? Who would buy that? Like, who would buy these things? Look, they're too much," and blah blah blah. And I literally had the sexiest, most scantily clad acrylic stand in my little shopping thing, and they were behind me saying all this shit, and I was just like, me.
I would honestly just at that point take it out of my shopping cart, hold it in front of my face, stare them dead in the eyes, and lick it.
Oh Lord, I wouldn't do that. I bet if you were there, I would have been like, Nara, this is your time to shine.
That's so true. I would just like slowly lick the figure,
God.
locking eyes with them, and like they can't look away.
It was, I really don't think that because they got there right after I grabbed it, as a saying, and I don't think, most people aren't looking into others' little basket cart things, so I don't think they knew. But I was like,
I would make sure they knew.
God. They were very offended. Oh my God, no, wait, that same day, I was in the gay section, because obviously, and these guys,
Obviously.
I mean, I'll tell you later one of the things I bought. This isn't proving your point, by the way, but...
It totally is.
Shut up. So I was in the gay section, as I do, and this group of men, boys, really, like teen boys, went over there, and they were acting like... Oh, this is so gross. Oh man, what is this even? But they clearly were interested in what was there. You know what I'm saying? And I was just standing there like, kids are being annoying. But I was like, wait, but I think they want to see this stuff. Not even 2 minutes later, because I was still there. I wasn't there that long in that section. They come back and they're like, what is this anyway? And what is all? And I'm like, uh-huh. Like they were doing like the whole like, man, I really hate this. What could this be? And I was just standing there like, whatever you say.
Folks, life is short. Be true to yourself and your desires.
That's why it was so silly. I was just like, just accept your queerness. It's fine. And this was in San Francisco, so it's stupid. Oh. You know what I mean? Like it's stupider. Okay, Nara, do you like these colors? Maybe this isn't. Maybe this butter is too weird. It's far away butter.
This far away butter?
I made it small. This is the real size. It's pixel. It's very small.
Maybe like a slightly lighter yellow.
Yeah, I keep trying to mess with the yellow color.
Hold on, let me catch up on chat real quick because a lot happened.
I don't even know what's going on over there. I stopped paying attention to them.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Sorry.
Umbra's excited for the Final Fantasy MTG. Oh my God, are you getting it? Are you getting it? It's so expensive. I was thinking about
It's not that
so
bad.
Expensive.
It's not that bad.
I want all 4 packs, and that's like $600.
I bought 1 pack.
Ooh. Wait, did you get a commander deck?
I think so.
Which one?
Not Final Fantasy 7.
Ah, yes. Cloud or Sephiroth?
Cloud.
Yeah.
Sephiroth, come on.
I want all of them.
Nah.
Because their playstyles are all very interesting. But no, I just dropped so much money on like the Hatsune Miku ones and Boraka, all the D&D MTG cards. Okay, Zachary Hawk says, I am doing good. Got off shift. feed myself and my pets, literally do some more schematic work for my ship. Yeah, and Zapriox, thank you again for dealing with or getting me that Void Runner reactive PNG. I am really liking how that's going. Thank you so much for organizing that and talking to the artist for me. Zaro is saying, "Give me your best Naki woman."
Wait, where did she say that? I don't even know. Oh, I see it. Because I'll play Nika as well. Not as hardcore, but...
It's hard to be more hardcore than you sometimes.
Oh no, Reno is... Mira, ve, ahí está Yayu. Reno plays more than everyone. I know one person who's more hardcore than me.
As the choice is, everyone it says it's just they say it or not.
Zaho sits on a bed of lies.
Says,
Baby, what are you doing?
Pale.
Hey, get out of here!
And
If
Umbra,
you
thank you so much for the
step on this
hydrate.
power button, no te pares en el poder. Vete. Jesus Christ. One of my cats was staring at the power button. No joke. God, they're trying to kill me.
Is that why? Is it blinking?
Yeah, it's like, but I covered it with a sticker, and they're still like, "Woo! Look at this!
My cat Gundam would turn on and off all my electronics when cats are not supposed to be able to. It was crazy. He broke 3 of my Roombas.
Wow.
He also would turn on and off my TV. So my TV doesn't have like a physical button or a light. So it's just touch sensitive on the side of the screen. So I don't know how he found it because I can't find the on and off button without the remote. But he would turn the TV on and off. He also turned on and off and ejected my disc from my PlayStations and ruined some of my games. Like,
I'm so sorry.
I should never have named him Gundam. That was my problem. Gundam was the problem.
You didn't name him Char at least or something like that.
But Gundam.
Yeah, but it's still not Char, which would be even more like emo and dramatic and causing problems.
But he's not emo and dramatic, and I want the mech. I don't care for the characters. I like the mechs. The other cat is Gunpla, in case you forgot.
Oh, that's right. I couldn't remember.
And the hamster is Haro.
Oh, God. But I hate Haro. Not your hamster, but the real one. Did you see the new one? The new one actually looks a little badass, and it's the first Haro I haven't hated. Ever.
Oh, yeah? I haven't seen the new one yet. It looks so different from the usual core series.
Yeah, because it's the people who did the Evangelion rebuild. Yes. But it looks like Gridman. It looks like that anime, actually. Did you see that one? SSSSSSSS Gridman. And considering it's called G-Quox, what the fuck is that about? Gundam. G-Quox.
Yes.
Why would they name it that?
I don't know.
I only know that's how you pronounce it because that's how they say it in the anime.
I had no clue it was called.
It sounds like Quack.
I was just X what?
It's like Gundam. Hey, Johnny, ¿cómo estás?
Hello.
Look, there is a tiny smiling butter. I feel like the face should be further down. I feel like the face needs to be.
Johnny also wants to see it.
See what? Oh, the show.
New Gundam.
I think it's on Prime, right? It's not on Crunchyroll or something.
I think it's Prime.
Yeah. I saw the movie, which is like the first 4 episodes or something. That's better. Let's call this Face Layer. Look at me naming layers. Wait, what are you doing? I don't even know what you're doing over there. Oh, look, it's so cute.
You're naming layers? Wow, that's advanced. I'm not.
Yeah, layers, yes. I did it. I put a name on one of the layers.
Wow.
I called it Face. Dun dun. Wait, where did you go? Oh, there you are. Okay.
Speaking of face, there we go.
Do you want them to have your butterfly wings?
It doesn't have to be my butterfly wings. It could be like a super simplistic one.
Well, yeah, but still butterfly wings, right?
Yeah. Or just fly wings or whatever.
That's not even close to looking the same.
Doesn't matter. It's just butterflies a pun.
God.
And I love how you hate puns, but you're literally helping me drawing a pun.
I know.
We love you, Galaxy. You tolerate me.
Look, obviously I like you or I wouldn't be drawing puns. Let me do this. No! Why do you do these things to me? Oh, I see what you did. You bastard. Why would you do that?
What? Who? What? Me? What?
No, not you. Why would it change? That doesn't make any sense. For some reason, it because, I'm doing pixel stuff, right? It changed it to look like, when a brush has some bleed on the side? It did that for some reason. It's like, that's not what we're doing here. See, it's doing it again. Why is it doing that? Did I pick the wrong? Okay, hold on.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I know what I can do.
Face outline.
Get it? Butterfly. Zaho. Please.
Oh, Zaho, you didn't get it before?
Oh, my lord. To live in a world where I don't know these things would be great.
Wow.
I was talking to another immigrant about this because he never gets when people say puns, and I'm like, I would love to go back to that state and not know puns. Because every time someone in my archery dojo says a pun, I always know what they're talking about, and I wish I didn't.
Zakriox, give
Nope.
Galaxy your best pun.
Ugh.
Galaxy loves puns, Zakriox, especially your puns.
I was like,
Stella doing a piece of butter because
Jesus
butterfly.
Christ. You don't understand the pain.
I only made a suggestion. You didn't have to draw it.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's probably. Let me see.
Chad, can we give Galaxy all our best puns?
No. See, I want to make this. Should it be big? Actually, probably doesn't need to be big. Does it need to be bigger?
Oh, Zajo.
No, it's more of a language thing, Zaho. Don't worry. I feel like this needs to be lower. Oops, that's wrong. Maybe like this.
Oh, does anybody have the stream avatar thing set up? Because that's what I plan to do with these bricks of butter that Galaxy's drawing.
I want to, it's funny that you said that because I really have been wanting to set that up too, but I haven't had the time to think about what I would want for my little people.
Yeah, I did set it up way back when I first started streaming, but I didn't like the default stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna take it down and think about it again when I decide on what to make. And recently, because this whole butter pun thing came up, I'm like, you know what? That'll be it. That's gonna be it.
Well, some people do have some free ones that aren't bad, or some cheap ones you can buy, but they're still gonna be kind of standard. It's just that they are cuter than the ones that you get on Twitch. Or sorry, the ones what I mean, the ones that you get in the thing.
The workshop thing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's erase this. No.
Okay, this is the part where I actually concentrate to try not fuck up the line art.
Dun dun dun. No, not that. Nope.
So you guys get a massive zoom in of Galaxy's face.
Oh no! Wait, I'm curious. Let me look. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
Boy, you're starting off stream, right? Have fun on D&D.
Okay, I'll bring the milk home.
But he's already home.
I don't believe that
Bora,
for a
can
second.
You bring the milk? You don't believe Bora's actually home?
No. He's always getting milk somewhere. I don't know where he's going.
Right, Bora's not home.
It's okay. All your little tree babies will just have to wait.
Well, yeah. Okay, the whole thing about you not being sus. Now that you
Mm.
mentioned it, you are the one who came up with all the freaking tree babies and coming with all
I
these different
said
ways.
that I was
No, you.
only sus on your stream. I didn't say I wasn't sus on your stream.
Not only my stream, but
It is
also
only your
in
stream.
our Discord server where you're like
Same difference.
Bora's 100 children or something, and then coming up with ways of
I no,
how
I
Bora
was
pollinates.
yes.
And
What I asked him, and he has still not responded to, is how are these babies made? And he refuses to answer that question, and that's a problem.
Sorry, I literally just smacked my hand against the tablet.
And I just want to know, if you're a butterfly, how did that happen? Were you pollinating him, but then with who?
I also have receipts of you coming out with an entire fanfiction of Zekriox, Asabora, and Hoodie.
I've only made small, jokey fan fictions so far.
Yeah, I have a 13 episode.
13 episodes. That's not true.
Yes, it is. It's on YouTube.
Oh my
It's in a
god.
playlist. Do you want it?
Probably. Because I know at one point I was saying random shit about them too. I gotta do more meme art of them.
We are still waiting on the Dojin of Zekriox and Bora.
That's also why I need to buy more Dojin. But
For reference material,
yeah,
clearly.
obviously. The current one I read recently might be a little too weird, so probably not that one. I don't know about that.
Now you piqued my curiosity.
Hmm?
What is too weird for Galaxy?
I don't even know how to respond. I don't know that I want to tell you what I was reading. It wasn't that bad. It was just a little weird. A little strange.
I won't press further, but I'm very curious.
I'll tell you off stream.
What you can tell me off stream deserves it. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I just don't know. No.
It really isn't that bad. It's just a little strange. I don't want memes. Does that work? Is that too elaborate of a... Looks weird. Does it need another color? Something's wrong with it.
Maybe bright? Well,
right? On top of it?
Maybe?
The problem...
Chat, help us out.
I wonder if I could find a reference for the wing itself. I bet that might be easier, but that's okay. Me...
So, Jory, what are you up to today, by the way?
Causing trouble, I'm sure.
Okay, just because you do, doesn't mean that Jory will always be on that side of the fence.
Oh my god, have you seen her streams? Because...
Sometimes I lurk, yeah.
Uh-huh, so there you go.
Yep. Unfortunately, Jory seems to always stream around the time I'm working, so I can't...
I know, same. I was telling her that I basically put her stream on in the background sometimes at work just to give her the view at least, even if I can't watch it.
Yeah. I tend to lurk a lot, but it's always during my meetings, so I can't actually, like...
Exactly. I totally get it.
But yeah, Sandra, I always try to lurk whenever I can.
Now it looks like it has too much going on. Let me see. Let's try this again. I didn't like how that looked.
I hate drawing glasses.
You don't have to.
It's already there. I already sketched it.
I mean, true.
And I haven't seen a single picture of you with no glasses.
Yeah, once I put them on, I just left them on forever. Because IRL, I have glasses, and it just seemed weird to not have them on ever. So my other models didn't have them, and I'm like, that just seems oddly weird. So I started putting them on.
Zach has so many emotes.
Oh yeah, she has really nice ones.
Yeah, I need a lot more emotes.
Well, you asked for butter with wings today, so you don't get one today. I don't know about
I'll make
this.
you emo too.
I don't know about this wing. What if I take this off? Would that be better if it doesn't have anything but the blue?
You can just make a solid color, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because I feel like adding, I think that's why, because making it be more rendered is making it look worse, actually.
Oh, thank you, Umbra, for the reminder to stretch. Okay, I'm gonna stretch. My model's gonna break for a moment. Here we go.
Oh no!
My neck.
Oh my god, you know what's so funny? You stretched so far that you like peeked around where I have Photoshop. Damn.
Thank you for the posture check, Umbra.
Maybe this is better if it's a solid. Yeah, I feel like that's better. Well, and let me take this crap off.
When I used to use a VROID, the VNAN tracking was too good, and there's any moment that loses my face, my neck like twisted around like Exorcist style, my hair flew up, and then everything broke.
Wait,
So
what?
every time I drank water or stretched, it was the funniest shit.
Why would your hair... What? What were... Nani?
Because my head turned around in a weird way, and the hair was like, wait, where do I go now?
Oh my god. Ridiculous.
So now Bora's doing this experience the same. Bora switched to the VNAN, but the tracking's really good. So the slightest movement just like sends his wrist like twisting backwards. It's really funny.
Oh my god.
But for that reason, I turned off my hand tracking. But he has hand tracking, and it's hilarious because his model has the skinniest wrist.
That happens in Nikkei a lot, where they all have tiny wrists. Did you know that? Because they're so focused on other attributes, so they don't think about the fact that they should give them normal wrists. It's true.
Maybe they need to borrow some of the big hand energy from the yaoi.
Literally. Because I forget which girl they did recently that her chest is like humongous, but her wrists are so small that it looks like something's wrong with her. You know what I mean? You're like, are you okay? What happened to you?
Zadra, you did all your emotes, or most of your emotes? That's awesome. I need to do more of my emotes soon. I have like such a long line of like other people's stuff to draw, except my own.
Yeah, I feel like my issue is that sometimes I don't get motivated to draw my own stuff. I'm more motivated to draw someone else's for some reason.
I really want to get to my own stuff, but I'm like, no. I have an obligation. I gotta draw everybody else's first.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but you know, whatever makes you happy.
People redeem stuff.
You are the one who made those redeems in the first place.
I'm doing it for charity. Leave me alone.
Oh my lord.
It's for charity. It's for a good cause. Speaking of which, for those of you who didn't realize, I am streaming today for charity. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. The charity is called To Write Love on Her Arms, which is in support of mental health professional services such as therapy, and it's to support people who need a little extra hand and encouragement and assistance in their lives. So if you would like to take a quick look at my page, I have many different kinds of redeems that you can get, such as emotes, reactive PNGs, and illustrations. If you want to get yourself some new art while donating to a good cause, there you go. Think about the children!
Anuncio no auspiciado. That's for the Spanish speakers.
What does it mean?
What does it mean in English? It's kind of like this announcement, this commercial was not actually sponsored. Yes. But it comes up a lot in TV, so it's kind of a meme.
But thank you, Galaxy, for doing this stream with me.
Of course. I'm glad that it worked. I even blocked out my work stuff so I wouldn't schedule anything after a certain time. Because if not, I'd be like, because if not, there'd be no way to predict it. So I literally had to block it, which is fine.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to. I told you.
Yeah.
Maybe hi. No, you can't leave the border, you bastard. You bastard.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Good job, Photoshop. Good job.
Oh my god, are you okay, Galaxy?
I'm talking to it the way I talk to my cats.
I noticed.
I don't know that this quite works, but it almost looks like a bow, which was not my intention. They're supposed to be wings.
And we will call them wings
you.
regardless.
Yeah, thanks. Hi. Okay.
Oh, I hear Kitty.
I know, because she's so loud.
Oh,
What
she's
happened?
so
Come here.
cute.
What happened? ¿Qué te pasó? Ay, bendito. Nadie la quiere. Ay, nadie la quiere. Ay, bendito. Es que nadie te hace caso. Ay, bendito. You good?
Kitty.
She's so dramatic, I swear. She's very cute, but I'm like, honey, nothing is happening. She's been laying next to me the whole time, but then she falls asleep and she wakes up, realizes I'm not petting her, and then she gets sad.
That is so cute. Oh my goodness. That's fucking adorable.
Mm-hmm. It is. And a little difficult sometimes.
But you love her.
Of course. I'm not sure what else to do. You at least have a very basic pixeled butter. It needs to be animated though. And I still don't like that the wings look a little bit like a bow. I mean, I don't really want to make them smaller though.
Honestly, if you felt like doing hold on, I'm gonna draw this on my side here. If you feel like making them just literally like this,
oh,
that's totally fine too, right? It's totally fine to do something super simple like that.
that make me. Let me see what that looks like. Hold on.
Don't even worry about it being detailed or anything like that.
It's also the difficulty of mouse drawing because things suck. God.
That being said, thank you so much for doing this, even though you're using a mouse. Holy
It's okay. That's why I kept looking for it, because I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? That actually kind of does look cuter. Let me see. No!
Or not.
You saw that, right? Oh. I tried to use the paint bucket inside, and it was like, you mean the entire canvas? No, I don't fucking mean the entire canvas. Please. You're so difficult, Photoshop. Why you do this to me? I still do like it having a lighter color on the outside, though. So you can see it.
Oh yeah, Galaxy, it's been a while. What have you been up to recently? I know you just came back not too long ago from like a business trip.
No, that was a while. That was a long time ago. Right? Yeah.
It's been a long time since we spoke.
I was like, wait, that was like in February.
It's been a long time. That was the last time we spoke, honestly. It's been a long ass while.
Yeah, what have I? I mean, I've mostly just been doing work, to be honest. And like I said before, I have been trying to like clean and reorganize my apartment a lot. Oh, and then so because I'm selling one of the days that I mentioned before at the convention this week, and I got the table like 2 months ago. One of the reasons, like, I was already reorganizing stuff, but I've been putting more time into it in the past few months because I wanted to find the stuff I want to sell. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like all my extra time, or most of my extra time, has been put into that. And then obviously, you know, like practicing archery and doing stuff that I do all the time. And I'm also in, I forget if I told you, I'm in like way too many book clubs. So I'm in like 3 to 4, depending on what's going on that month. So
honestly, not even surprised.
So I read a lot. And now I run one of them because one of the people who was running one bailed. So now I'm running that one. Anyway, that's what's going on. What's going on with you? Yes. I mean, It's not all bad. I feel like it's only been busier lately, in part because of I want to sell this stuff and I have a deadline. You know what I mean? Because after that, this week, I'll still be cleaning and organizing, but there's no deadline anymore. I just really needed to go through, like, there's certain areas that I'm like, no, I know there's stuff in here I don't want anymore. So I really do need to go through and, figure that out. What have you been up to?
I don't even know where to start, man.
Oh my God.
That's so bad.
Oh no.
Streaming right now is probably my bit of a saving grace because it lets me escape a little bit. But work has been a bit of a hot mess. Is the best way I can put it.
Oh yeah. Why? You haven't? That's the one you haven't been, because you haven't been there long, right? I mean.
I started last November.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's my.
It's long enough.
It's not even a year. I just mean that if they're already causing trouble, that's quick, if that makes sense.
Oh, I mean, there was trouble from the beginning, right?
Oh. I see. I don't think so. That's why I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, from the beginning it was trouble, just because, so for context, they're headquartered out of France.
I remember.
You knew that.
That's why I keep telling you things like bonjour.
Bonjour.
Yeah.
And I was the first North American they hired.
Okay.
The intention was to have an A team in North America handling North American clientele, because 70% of the clientele is North American.
Oh.
Which was gonna be fine. So I was the first and supposed to help build this team up, but shit hit the fan real quick because our only real competitor folded.
Oh.
And so we got almost all of their clients in one go, except they're all in North America because our competitor was in North America. And we're not ready to take all that on. And the language barrier has been proven very, very difficult for me because a lot of the information is not written in English in the company.
I see.
Support is not good in English, and because a lot of the very technical people don't speak English fluently, when we're trying to go through extremely technical issues and they can't explain it to me and I can't communicate with them properly, shit kind of breaks down. So with the sudden unexpected influx of business that we have to manage, on top of the language barriers, on top of the lack of preparation for the North American side, we just hired 3 more people on the North American team. They're just ramping up, but it's not enough.
What are you gonna do?
So
you gonna bail? You're gonna be like, goodbye?
I am passively looking.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Because this is above my pay grade.
Yeah.
So if it was according to the original plan, no problem at all, right? But now with 3-4 times the projected amount of business and the lack of preparation and the lack of support, yeah, it's kind of driving me insane.
So we should beat them up for you, is what you're saying.
Yes, you should fly to France and handle
it for me. I'll do it.
Do it.
I do want to eat their bread. I hear it's delicious, so I want to do that.
Their bread is amazingly delicious. The croissants are amazingly delicious. The food in general, not all of France. I've been to other parts of France. Not all of France is good for nums, but Lyon is really good for nums.
I just don't want escargot.
I do like escargot though. I'll take the escargot from you.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I'll take it.
No.
I'll take it. Thank you for the croissant, Cozy. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in.
You better be sharing these croissants.
I don't know. Track keeps feeding them to me. And it's in my mouth. I can't give them to you. There's cooties.
That's true. Damn.
Galaxy doesn't want cooties.
No, I don't.
How are you doing, Cozy? Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, Cozy, have fun in D&D tonight. Okay, I am giving you kind of a smug look.
That's okay. That's my normal. That's how I look.
Yep, I know.
Even IRL, that's true. So,
Cozy, what you been up to today? Where's my bubble tea?
how horrifying does this look?
Let me see. I actually love it.
Because I have this little face.
It's so good. It's so cute. Ooh, I'm a haunted brick of cheese. No, butter. It looks like cheese.
I
but it's
know.
butter.
I feel like adding some shine to it later would make sense. I'm not going to do that right now, but... Oops. No.
Do you know why I didn't order your drink? Because they don't have the lactose-free option. It's okay. I'm totally joking. Don't order me a drink. It's totally fine.
I'm surprised. Here, like, all the places have lactose-free options.
Oh yeah, no, we have all lactose-free options when you order in person. But last time Cozy tried to order delivery, and apparently the delivery didn't have lactose-free
That's
options.
true. Sometimes they take off some of the options, and I don't really understand why. But
it sucks, but it is what it is. Forces you to go get in a car and go get one.
they're just being jerks.
Oh, I need to do your eyebrows properly. Ah!
Or no eyebrows.
You want no eyebrows?
No, I don't. But I know that's what sometimes people do, where they're like, fuck it, no eyebrows anymore.
Be like Gaara from Naruto. No eyebrows.
God. Or the dot ones. I don't usually like the dot ones. Although I think my reactive that you're using has the dot ones. Ironically.
Oh my God, it does.
Yeah.
Well, not so much dots, just like ovals. Not
Yeah.
Not dots.
I don't tend to like those, but that one looked fine. I still like that one.
In that style, it looks good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trey, you're watching me redraw the one eyebrow line like 30 times.
There's a little sad face. There's a scared face. There's a happy face.
Cozy's gonna order it next time I ask? No, but then I can't actually have that bubble tea. So I just had a terrible idea whilst reading. Nara, I'm sending you a song. Uh-oh.
Is it a gay song? It's probably a gay song.
It better be a gay song.
super gay song.
It must be super gay or I'm not listening to it.
That is the way. No, this is too small.
I am actually trying to... Are you DMing to me or putting into the music channel on my server? I'll go to the music channel on my server. Looking. Oh yeah, Umbra sent the hardware store song last time.
Hardware? What?
On my server, in the music channel, there's a song called The Hardware Store, sung by Weird Al.
Oh, okay. Well, that's... I do like Weird Al, but I don't know this song.
I didn't either until Umbra sent it.
Interesting.
And I think it was like in response to the fact that I was like, I want to go on a shopping spree, and Bora took me on a shopping spree to the hardware store.
Is that good or sad? My first thought was that it was sad.
It's really good. That's exactly what I wanted. But
okay.
Don't actually. I wanted to get a whole bunch of tools and stuff and gardening things. The shed, the workshop in the backyard is gonna be all mine because I'm the one that makes all the stuff.
What are you planning on?
Super excited.
What are you planning on doing back there?
Everything.
So
we have like these resin kits to make our own dice. That's one.
Okay, don't poison yourself.
No promises.
Oh my God.
There's also
Wait.
I really like fixing up like found furniture and stuff. I like making my own furniture, my own like fancy tables and stuff like that. So I like the idea of like finding a lot of thrifted items and upcycling them.
Okay.
So yeah, there's that. I also want to make some. I don't know if you know seen this, but like driftwood, but sliced down to like flat tabletops, but
Oh,
filling in all the crevices with like resin, so it look like
yeah, yeah,
wood.
yeah. There's some people on YouTube that I watch that do that.
Yeah, I really like those, and I want to make some of those, like coffee tables and stuff like that.
Got it. Those do look really cool.
Or as Cozy says, I like to eat drywall,
Stop numbing on the drywall.
but it's so nutritious.
Is there asbestos in it?
Probably, but economy sucks these days, so you know.
Dying early isn't going to help the economy. Well,
Um,
actually, never mind.
Let's see. Umbra sent Butterfly by Smile. Let me open that on my side.
Oh, I know that one.
Open
Oops,
in
wrong thingy.
Spotify. Oh no, it didn't open where I wanted to. Open a browser. Hold on. I am going to try to open this on my. There we go. Yeah, this is a DDR Butterfly. Let's go.
Hey, I'm a butterfly. I'm a butterfly. Yeah, that's how it
That's the
goes.
most unenthusiastic Galaxy. Wow.
I. You're my little butterfly. Yeah.
Was it a couple of weeks ago? I played all DDR songs. It was great.
I really like that song. But
I like the song a lot.
I used to be able to actually like play it decently. You know what I mean? Like IRL. I don't think I can anymore, but I could back
No,
in
I
the
definitely
day.
can't anymore.
Yeah.
I remember in high school, every weekend we would go to the arcade with my friends, and there'll be like DDR tournaments there and everything, and we'll all take turns.
Mm.
But you know, Asians, that's what we do.
Yeah, in Puerto Rico, it was popular enough, but it wasn't like that. The people who were into it were really into it, like me, but it wasn't like everybody. Thank you,
Every
Galaxy, for
Asian
forcing.
household,
Well,
every Asian household here had a DDR mat.
oh my god, I still have mine from back in the day.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, actually, because I use them every once in a while.
That's
I
awesome.
was thinking of resetting them up because I miss playing it. I mean, just playing like the more chill songs, not Butterfly. But you know what's funny? At one point, there was a High School Musical version of DDR that was terrible, right? I don't know if you ever saw it.
What? No.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
know
like, I
this.
think it was based on High School Musical 3. Here's the thing. It sucked. It didn't do well. Everyone hated it. But the mat that they used for it was the same mat as DDR. So I was able to buy like 2 mats on sale really cheap because it was the High School Musical mat, and I still have it.
That's
It's in my closet
insane.
right now. Because that was the newest one. Because at some point they stopped making the DDR ones, but this one was easier to find. So there's also the Mario DDR that was on the GameCube. I don't think I have that mat anymore, but I have the game. Did you ever play that one? It's like Mario
No.
dancing. Oh my god, you need to check it out. It's Mario.
No,
It's
I was
Mario
on.
DDR.
I think after DDR, we went into Pada Pada and a lot of the
Oh, I love
other
Pada Pada.
Asian, yeah, a lot of the Asian rhythm games, like the drum.
Mm-hmm. Have you played Genki? That's my favorite one now, but it doesn't really exist outside of Japan.
No, I haven't. But why does that sound so familiar?
It's really good. So, I can only play it here, like, at conventions, so probably the convention coming up, maybe. Because the conventions around here, they get all their arcades from this place that has, like, more rare Japanese cabinets, new and old, and they have one. It's basically a rhythm game that is also bullet hell with cute waifus. It's very good.
Oh my fucking god.
Also very
Amazing.
difficult because you basically have 4 different locations. Does that make sense? What more?
4 spots to look at, I guess.
So you have like 2 spots for each of your hands where you hit the buttons in front of you, right? But then you also have like these, what's the English word? Joysticks because of the bullet hell part. But then you also have like these bumpers on the side that you have to punch sometimes.
Oh my god. Okay, okay.
I'll have to find. I don't know. I don't know how easy it'll be to find it, but I do have a video of myself playing it that if I find, I'll send it to you. Because I basically, it's like it shows mostly my hands anyway, but like it has like the, you know what the game looks like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, look, Nara, I made you a little cat butterfly.
Oh
See?
my goodness.
Little tiny little dude.
No.
And the cheeks are separate, so you can turn them on and off on different faces and move them.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm. It still has to be animated. I'm just making different faces at this point. Do you know how to do you know how to animate this stuff or no?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
If it's just GIFs, yes. I
Okay.
only recently learned Live 2D, so that one is still a little bit simple.
No, for pixel art you should not do Live 2D anyway. It should be by hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. Just making sure. Because I feel like with the wings, you could probably just move them up and down, or you could. I don't know. I don't know that you need to draw like a whole new wing unless you want it to be hyper realistic for some reason. Like I feel like just up and
No,
down is like
no.
plenty. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, and I should put shine on the butter. Let me put it separately.
Make that butter shiny.
Well, I think that's what it's part of what it's missing. Wait, what other rhythm games did you play then besides, like, after Para Para? Or
No, it's mostly just those two because by then it was like I went to university when Pada Pada first came out. I think we only played it for 6 months,
Oh.
and I graduated high school, went to university. There was no gaming during my university years other than like Maple Story.
Oh, dude.
It was like I was working full time, going to school full time. There was barely
Yeah,
any
no, I
gaming
get it.
time. Yeah, so,
That's how it was
but,
for me
like,
too.
yeah, it's like, you know what really confused me back then was a lot of my classmates would go out partying most of the week, and I'm like, how do you manage to finish all your work and stuff and still go party like between the school and the work?
Some of them
I was
didn't.
always zonked.
I feel like some
That's
people just
true.
did not succeed because I knew some people who did that. I knew people who would legit show up drunk to class, but they didn't usually do well. Like,
That's true. I've had people show up drunk to class. Yeah.
God, it's fucking ridiculous. It's like, what are you thinking here?
Tuition's expensive. Why would you waste it like this?
Yeah, but those are rich people who don't need to worry about that. Most of the people I knew were not worried about money. So
I don't know what that's like.
me
then.
either, because they'd be like, "Why are you tired?" Because I'm working. Why are you working while in school to pay for the school?
Exactly. To pay for the school.
And I'd be like,
rent.
shut up, yes. No, I don't have to do that. My parents pay for me. Okay, shut up.
Well,
Cool,
good
cool,
for
cool.
you.
Oh my God, but I don't want, if there's any Puerto Ricans left in chat. So I went to Mayagüez, which is like it's like a good school. But I lived, there's a beer factory there. And
my
my
goodness.
apartment was behind the beer factory because it was cheap. It smelled so bad though all the time. It was fucking crazy. But because of that, you could get beer for, this is a while ago, but 25 cents, 25 to 50 cents.
Wow.
Yeah,
Shit.
that's why we had a lot of drunk people in the school. Because I think it was like on Thursdays, everything was like a quarter or 50 cents or something crazy like that. It's like, oh,
Crap.
yeah, because the beer factory was like right there. So, yeah. What was weird is that there also used to be a card shop in this weird alleyway to get to the beer factory, and I never really understood that. Like for magic and stuff, you know, like the card. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know, but that's weird. So you had to go through the card shop to get to the beer?
Well, for the beer factory, because the beer was sold at like, you know, bars. It's just that the beer factory itself, there were like random little alleyways or really small streets that led to it, but they didn't go anywhere because the beer factory was there. There was like a few places you could live and a random card shop. It was very bizarre. Like if you didn't know where it was, you'd never find it because why would you go down an alleyway to the, yeah, I don't know. It's very odd.
I am almost done the lines. I'm just working on getting your hair done in and then going to put your irises in, then start coloring.
Okay. I believe you.
What do you think so far with what I got?
Hold on, let me go back. Oh, he's cute. I look nicer rather than smug. A little smug.
Little smug.
Yeah. I like it. It's cute. It's very adorable.
Hey.
Let's see.
I wonder if I have the hairbrush. Let's see here.
I thought I hit the wrong button and I was so concerned.
Ba-da-ba?
No, it's fine. I was trying to use the paintbrush and I thought it did something silly.
I know I downloaded. So I wiped my cache because I had to reinstall my Clip Studio. I had the perfect brush for your hair before that I used on your Gremlin model.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have no idea where that brush is because I liked it a lot.
Good luck. I can't help you. Well, I just freehand my hair, but that's because I do look at it a lot. So it's kind of easy.
But it's difficult.
Most people don't know how to draw my hair, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I really don't, but I really want to try.
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm not expecting, because even on Vroid, right? Even knowing, like, I'm very familiar with drawing curly hair. Unsurprisingly, it was really hard on Vroid to figure out how to get my hair just right. It took I feel like the biggest learning curve for models was my curly hair and making it actually look curly, because no one else, it's mostly like people in Japan who make a lot of models, especially early on, they weren't making, like, they would be like, this is curly hair. And I'm like, no, it's not. I don't know what you think that is, but no. It's fine.
We have another song submission. All the things she said by Tatu. Oh yeah.
The gay one. That I heard that a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
But then I found out that they weren't really gay, right? That it was like fake to just get like, to just like, what's it called? I was gonna say cock block, and that is not right. What is it called when you're like, I'm gay, but actually I'm not. It's just for money. Wow, I spaced out. I don't know what the word is.
Just being fake?
No. Queer baiting. Queer baiting. Yeah. Queer baiting.
Oh, okay. There's a term. Okay.
Yes. Damn. How do you not know your own terms? You gotta learn your terms.
I live under a fucking rock.
It's okay. That's why I'm gonna teach you the terms.
Oh my goodness. I'm cheating. I'm grabbing your gremlin hair and putting it here.
Oh my god. Yeah, with that one, I felt like you did a pretty good job with like the different brushes to make it look curly inside of the space of the hair. You know what I mean, right?
All the brushes. Yeah,
that's what you meant. I see.
Yeah. And
God,
I can't do that by hand, man.
Because there's no that's what I was trying to say. There's no reason why you would be able to. I only know how to because obviously I draw curly hair a lot. You know what I mean? But that's not like a normal, or it's not a common thing for people to know how to do. So I never really expect it. Okay, that's
Gosh, this
better.
music is say 5 good times. Hey, welcome in.
I don't have any music because I gave up. So if people want music, go to the other stream because we're just here in silence right now, which is okay.
Not awkward at all.
It doesn't bother me, but it's because I couldn't figure out, well, the music was annoying me, but then also especially, I don't want the music loud, but then I couldn't figure out how to make the music lower without lowering you, and it's like, never mind.
Oh, do you like not have all your audio on different channels?
Yes, but the way that I have music come in is this. The problem is that where I put my music through is the same channel I use for Discord, because normally I only play music when I'm alone on stream. So I've never had this problem before. So it's like I can separate them, but it's never come up, so I don't have them separated. Yeah, that's why. Is this correct?
The Sound of Silence is a great song.
Hey! It's fine.
Jazz! Welcome in, Jazz!
They don't get no music anymore, then they'll like it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, over here we're hitting all the 90s tunes.
Oh, sure. Give them music.
I like my music.
Uh-huh. Where's
It's
the...
hard for me to play. To stream without music.
I would have that. It would be difficult to do that if we weren't talking. That's why I tend to only put music on when I'm not chatting with anyone on voice chat. You know what I mean?
That is totally fair.
Yeah. Because I haven't done a drawing stream in a while, but when I used to do more of them, I'd always have music on the background. So I have a few like Miku playlists on my iTunes. Yeah.
Miku.
Wait, not that one. Not that one. This one.
Jazz, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm pretty sure sensory deprivation is a type of torture.
It's not sensory deprivation because we still have sound.
Okay, so Brian, you said another song, but I think we need some good evidences right now. So
Which one are you gonna play?
Listen to this song. This song, it just automatically wants to bring me to life.
Bring me back to life. Bah, 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 bah. Don't. What is it? Don't let go. Don't let go. Right?
Don't.
Is that the thing he says in the background? Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that first CD of theirs, and the second was Man, then Never Again.
Yeah, I think only the first one was good for me.
Yeah, the second one, there's a few that I actually do kind of like, but yeah, that was it. I tried the other one, and I was like, no. Like, I don't like the current Linkin Park either, but that's okay.
They have some good songs, but yeah, I don't like the majority of them, I guess.
With Linkin Park, I liked all of them back in the day with Chester, but I don't like the current one. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? It's okay. The current one doesn't have to be for me. It's okay if I don't like it. And I just have been going back to listening to the old ones. Okay, this should work. Does this look okay? Where's the face? It's one of the faces. I forgot I made that face really upset. I feel like that kind of works.
Stream. Oh yeah, because you were struggling with Monster Hunter 2 last time. Is this still giving you problems? Monster Hunter is just not friendly for any streamer.
Is it because it just takes up a lot of resources, basically?
Yeah, it's super resource intensive.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I'm not surprised. Let's see. That's better. No!
Whoa!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hi. Daijoubu desu. Hi. No, I'm not. What?
Galaxy is struggling.
Well, because then I also have this little cat meowing in my ear. ¿Qué pasó?
No.
¿Qué pasó? You're not even awake. She does this all the time. Where she's like I told you, she's half asleep, wakes up for like a second, meows at me to pet her, and passes out. I'm like, you're not even here.
That's so fucking cute.
I know. Oh my god, she woke me because she like both of them like sleeping on me, and she woke me up the other day because she wanted me to pet her, and I was like, you little bastard. Obviously, I pet her. However, I was mad. And as soon as I pet her, she passed out. I didn't get to pass out immediately. What's funny is when I have to get up to pee in the middle of the night, both of them are upset with me. Because they really do sleep on me mostly all night.
That's funny.
So I can't move, and as soon as I go to pee, they're both like, they look so unhappy.
Betrayal of the highest order.
Yes.
No, but they like
¿Qué? Ay, bendito. Can you see that I'm trying to draw stuff? Can you see? Look, you can look at Nara. Look, they're moving around. Attack them.
We really need a kitty cam.
I know. Baby. What are you even doing? Come here. Okay. I love how my model's like, what's happening? I'm picking up a cat. ¿Qué pasó?
Kitty cam.
I gotta figure out if there's a way to do it. I feel like there is, because again, both of them tend to hang out in the same places in here. I don't think it would be difficult.
So one of the, my model sibling, or will be model sibling, Onyx, she has a kitty cam, and because she has a little cat tree next to her desk, the kitty cam is always just a webcam pointed at the kitty tree. And so whenever the kitty comes up, she just turns that on
Yeah.
and it gets kitty cam in a corner.
So that's what I was thinking, because so there's like two areas that each of them like individually, and then there's one area where if they're hanging out, they go there, and they're all like around my desk.
Mm.
Well, now I can't draw because I have a cat in my hands. So
Oh, then you just enjoy the cat.
okay. Are you just
Aw,
stretching?
kitty.
Are you just the stretchiest cat? Hmm? Ay, sí te quiero. Qué linda. Qué linda, bebé. Why are you being so cute?
Bumblebee is playing on my side. Oh, the 90s, yeah.
Wait, which Bumblebee?
Bumblebee by Bambi.
I feel like I know this song, but my brain can't comprehend it.
Oh, where's the chorus?
Nope.
I swear, I don't think this was a DDR song though, but it was
It's-
very popular.
That's why I think I know it, but my brain is going into the Bumblebee, the classical music one.
Oh yeah, no, not that one.
I know. That's why I'm like, that's not right.
That's pretty funny though.
Should I just make you more faces?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I guess you could make the butter hop. They could also poop melted butter if you want it to be
Oh my goodness.
weird.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I was trying to think of like
Yes.
how it would. Let me see if I can
Yes.
make something like that. I was like trying to think of ways to make it. I'm trying to make it put everything on different layers so you can do whatever the hell you want, basically.
Thank you.
That's also why I'm naming them. Because I've
Yes, I'm all for pooping melted butter. Yes.
Oh my god! Of course you are. Let's see. So even though I haven't mentioned it, basically all the layers have been named.
Thank you, Galaxy.
No problem. Hmm.
I hope I can get to rendering today. I don't know.
No worries.
This is taking longer than I thought.
It's totally fine. Yeah.
And I'm dehydrated, so I'm gonna drink my chai latte.
No! Hydration is needed.
Oh my god. What is this playlist? Now it's playing Bye 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 by NSYNC.
Oh. Baby, bye, bye, bye. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
Yeah, that's how the song went.
Might
Yeah,
be
exactly.
crazy, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye bye.
And then they do their little dance when they're all puppets.
Oh heck, I loved it when in Deadpool he did the dance. It was great.
I don't think I've seen that.
The new Deadpool and Wolverine movie. which
No
is not
wonder.
really new anymore.
I never saw it. I need to watch it.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Yeah, I've heard it's good. It's like not intentional. I just haven't seen it, you know?
Yeah, when you get a chance, definitely. It is absolutely hilarious.
I can't believe I just named something butter poop too.
Better poop!
So I'm gonna see if I can pull this off, but we'll find out. Let's see. Nope, but close. By the way, are you still doing your work streams? I feel like I haven't seen them lately, but I could have just missed them.
I think I did one last week. I try,
Okay.
but it's been a little insane at work recently. So if I have meetings stuff in the afternoons, I can't do them.
Okay, that's why I wondered. So at least it's less frequent than before, right? I don't think I'm wrong.
It's less frequent. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Because, before, because all my meetings were only in the mornings,
Mm-hmm.
I could do them easily. in the afternoons, but now because I have the North American team building up, and so now I have afternoon meetings too, I can't stream when I'm on meetings.
No,
So,
obviously, yeah, that makes
yeah.
sense.
Which sucks because I really like doing those.
Yeah, well, that's why, because when you were doing them more often, I was able to make them sometimes, because my schedule can sometimes be a little weird. Like, sometimes I'll have a last minute cancellation, basically. And that's why I was like, I haven't seen those for a while, so.
Yeah, meetings suck.
No kidding. I hope you're enjoying your poop.
Hmm?
Hmm?
Did you just say, hope you're enjoying your poop?
Yes.
I thought I misheard.
Nope. No, you did not. No, not that one. This one. Trying to remember this shit, literally.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember pixel things. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to remember. Let's see if it worked.
Hey,
Yeah, it did. It
Yeah.
did. It looks like it's supposed to. Okay. All right.
In the End by Linkin Park. Let's go.
You really are basically playing stuff from the 90s.
Yeah, it just kind of happened. I won't complain. I love the 90s.
No, same. I was actually I keep wanting to do like a karaoke stream or something, and I was thinking like, oh, it'd be kind of fun to do different themes, and that was one of the ones I was thinking about.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, especially because there's a lot of songs I know from that time, so I was like, yeah, that would work. I mean,
No, absolutely.
all right,
And I
Nara.
would love to be part of that.
Nara, I'll let you know. I hope that you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's butter poop.
I told you that's how I was just waiting. I gave
It's
you
butter.
two styles. You can do what you want with them.
2 different styles of poop. Wow.
Yeah,
The
see,
variety, the choices. Oh my goodness.
really, it would be nice if you had a streak too. I feel like the closest is this one. You know what I
Oh my
mean?
goodness.
This part.
So funny.
It's true. I'm just trying to cater to your taste.
You
I
know
think
me
that's
well.
right.
You know me well.
Yeah, that works. It works. I still think the butter would be nice to be springy in animation, but I'm not sure how to do that.
I don't know if I know how to do that.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can always make it like, what's the word? Stiff, I guess.
Hey yo,
Yeah, I did.
is that a stiff stick of butter, or
I
are you
mean-
happy to see me?
Exactly. But you know what I mean? Like, it would be better if it was slightly. How do I explain? Man, it's like I can see it in my brain and I have no way to explain it to you. There's like a type of animation that's kind of like low effort but can look good, especially with small things because it's pretty small. And you could do that. It kind of involves you split the thing into 3 equal parts, and then the middle part you kind of like move forward slightly, and then the rest of it catches up, and it makes it look like it's scooting forward. Did that make sense? No, see? And I don't know of like...
It's not that like you're probably not doing a bad job explaining. It's just I don't know enough about anime.
Yeah, and it's basically like a really simple way to do it, but You'll figure it out. You'll do something.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I can always help later. It just sucks that I can't think of like an animation that has that I can be like, oh, I can just go find the sprite to show you. You know?
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. But if you find it later, you can show it to me and I can see it.
Yeah, because it's like it was used more for Nintendo sprites, like OG Nintendo. Because, you know, they had fewer pixels and less ability to do things. So that's what I mean. It still looks animated. It's just that it's easier.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that gives me a good reference then. If you say like OG, like Nintendo
Yeah.
stories, I can probably look up references.
That's probably your best bet. I would say only Nintendo because a lot of Sega's stuff was a bit better back then, I feel. So it's true. And Super Nintendo is too elaborate. Well, now that I've made poop, let me go back to faces, which is what I was doing originally before I got interrupted.
Interrupted by poop.
Well, because you said that you wanted it, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll do it. Oops.
Now, if Nara wants poop, you give Nara the poop.
Yes. Oops. Nope. Nope. No! Look, Photoshop. You listen to me. You do what I tell you with my brain.
Oh my goodness, are you okay? Do you need a break?
No!
It sounds like you really need a break.
You need a break.
I really don't. I just nap before stream.
No, I'm fine. I was just getting frustrated by all the computer stuff earlier, and I'm still mad that my AC adapter disappeared. You know, I ended up just ordering one on Amazon because it's like, I don't know what happened to it. It might show up eventually, but okay. I do need it, so whatever. It was $50, dude. Like, why?
Holy shit. Wait, what tablet do you have?
I have a Wacom, but the little one, the one?
Yeah, okay.
I have one of those.
The Wacoms are expensive, yeah.
Yeah. So I got, because I was lucky to be able to get it like on a Black Friday deal, basically. So I got their cheapest one on sale. So it's still nice. Unfortunately, yeah, the stuff is expensive.
Yeah. I had 4 different Wacoms before, so I know how
Jesus.
expensive they are.
Yeah, so I was like, well, whatever. The only thing I did is that they had 2 options. They had the one that I already had, and they had another one that online a lot of people said it was better. So I'm like, if I'm already buying a new one, I'm going to buy the better one because the other one might show up eventually anyway. We'll see. So,
Excuse me.
don't die over there. Now is not the time for death. Do it later.
Hydrate!
I mean, I was hydrating, but not dying, but I don't know what you're doing.
No, I need to hydrate. I just hydrated.
Oh,
Well,
God.
if you plan to ever switch over to Hoyon, you can use my coupon code.
Oh, God. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So in all my cleaning adventures recently, I was thinking of you because, God,
Oh, no.
I found, I know where I got it from. I don't remember getting it from this place. I apparently had a Gamer Supps sample bag.
Uh-huh.
And I think I got it from like the VTuber convention that's close by. And I was just like, where did this come from? The reason I thought of you were because of the certain flavors that came in it, which I will not repeat. But I know that you drink.
Milk.
Yeah. Have you seen what the sample version looks like?
Yes, Bora has a huge collection of gamer subs. I know.
So literally, I went for the bag and it's like, oh, this is kind of cool. I forgot that I got this, right? And then I got to that one and I'm like, oh, Nara.
Yep, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah. But it was pretty cool. I'm more annoyed that, you know what I think it was? I think it was in the bag for registration, and I just never noticed it was on, because it was like in the bottom of the bag. So,
Yeah.
because
So
I
those
think
tiny packets too.
exactly, and they had them like wrapped in a bag, so it kind of looked like it kind of almost looked like they were in an envelope, a small envelope together. That was black, and the bag was black. So I'm like, I get why I didn't see it. I'm just annoyed because I would have tried them earlier if I would have known. But whatever.
So I found out that I can't actually drink them. So I have we have gamer subs and I have Advanced GG.
Is it because you're allergic?
It's the sweeteners that give me headaches.
I'm so sorry. That's kind of funny though.
It sucks. Yeah, but apparently it's very common. Like artificial sweeteners gives a lot of people headaches.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I actually really, really like the flavors.
Oh my God.
But like, yeah, if you have any like, you know, the pop that is like, what is it, Coke Zero and stuff, anything that's artificially sweetened,
Yeah.
typically does give me headaches. But because like, Advanced GG and Gamer Cells was like, oh yeah, no, we use these other types. That's not the usual stevia, aspartame.
Lies.
And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I won't have a headache to that because it's not aspartame, it's not stevia. So I tried, and nope, I still get headaches, which totally sucks.
I'm sorry. See, ironically, like I'm not allergic. I just think the artificial sweeteners taste bad, so I don't like eating them or drink. Like they taste weird to me.
A lot of them taste really weird to me, but I think the Advanced GG ones, I barely taste it.
We'll see. I'm gonna try one at some point, but yeah.
If you want sample packs, I do have a code for Advanced GG.
Oh my god. Let me try some first and see what I think.
You forget I'm affiliate with a couple of these.
No. That's why I remember that I knew that you... Well, I knew before you were an affiliate that you liked those, I think.
I like the flavor a lot. I just wish I can drink them often.
Nara. I need you to look at the face I created.
So good.
I know. Little special little dude.
Oh, I love it.
Because the faces are on one layer. I mean, you could separate them if you need to, but you can also move them up and down pretty easily if you want. You'll only have to mess with it more if you want to separate the parts of the face from each other. It's not a big deal. I mean, you know how to use Photoshop, so yes. I'm not gonna worry. Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Oh my god, you know, I still need to try Clip Studio. I still haven't done it, even though pretty much outside of pixel art, the only thing I draw is comics, so it's really stupid that I don't use it.
Yeah, Clip Studio is great, especially because it comes with like the 3D models for reference.
I know. Like, that's why I want to use it.
The panels, it's good.
And it has screen tones, right?
It does.
Yeah. You know how I'm still...
Screen tones.
Nara, you know how I'm still doing screen tones?
Oh no, you're not.
Guess.
Oh no.
Please guess. Please guess what I'm doing with my life.
Are you copying from like you're copying pasting in and then manually cutting them?
Maybe.
Or you...
Like literally, if I were to do what's this thing called? The thingy. What's this? The lasso tool.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna do it better, I'll select a thing with that and I'll paste it in. Most of the time, I do the opposite. I just paste it in and then cut the stuff I don't need out.
I mean,
I have a few patterns I made. It does work technically. It's not the best. It's because one of the problems is that because I've been using those screen tones since Photoshop 7, a few of them, some of them don't work anymore because, you know.
Oh, we got the bread gang here. Holy shit, hi!
Oh my god, I love how it's like, sorry, you repeated your words, so fuck you! bread. Oh my god, I don't know how to undo that, but sorry, I see all the bread. I see all the bread. Oh no, Nara. All I see is you like twitching.
bread. Welcome in, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful D&D game. Thank you for feeding me bread. Oh, Jesus.
So literally on my end, because I can't see much, I just see the bread on your face and you looking like you're being hit by things, but I don't see what you're being hit by, which is really funny. You're just like twitching around. It's like the bread just gave me a heart attack.
Oh my god. I can't. I'm gluten intolerant. I can't handle the bread.
It's okay. You'll probably survive it. Maybe.
Oh, I forgot what I was saying now.
I don't remember anymore either.
Guys, you were so distracting.
It's too late. It's gone now. Just play more 90s music and everything will be just fine.
Well, we are now playing Livin' La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin.
The English one, I'm guessing?
The English one.
Yeah.
Is that disappointing?
It would be better if it was the Spanish one, but I'm trying to remember what the English lyrics are. I'm the superstition, black cats and voodoo dolls, right? Something like that. He has a weird voice in English, I feel.
Oh, I didn't realize he was saying very differently in Spanish.
To me, he sounds horse. Is it right? That's the right word in English.
Horse.
Yeah. That's why in my mind I hear him going like, "Eh, bah, 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 bah." Not that it's that bad, but it sounds like if he was a smoker and like about to have a smoker voice. But in Spanish, it doesn't sound like that to me.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
see he had like twins at some point? I don't know if he had more babies. He
No,
he
I never
he
really
moved.
followed up.
Yeah, so he's Puerto Rican. That's why I know things. So he's from like the next town over to where I grew up. So I would hear things about him. Yeah. So he eventually left Puerto Rico forever because Puerto Rico's kind of homophobic. And he's gay, and he finally came out as gay at some point in his career. So he moved to Spain, of all places, married a Spaniard. I think it's a Spaniard he married. And then they had twins. And last I knew, he seemed very happy. I was like, yeah, I can see why you left Puerto Rico because I cannot imagine people leaving him alone there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I had no clue. Well, I generally don't follow up on celebrity news immediately. So, in
I
terms of like
Go ahead.
their lives and like their personal stuff, I usually don't know much about people.
I do for better or worse. You know, I'm not always trying to follow up, but I do like watching like certain YouTube channels and drama stuff that will tell me what's going on with people. He's one of the few people I genuinely wanted to check in with because he was closeted for so long that I was just kind of hoping he would eventually be out. So every once in a while I check in on what he was doing.
I see. I see.
Hmm.
No, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, because in Puerto Rico, it was unfortunately kind of seen as a joke where everybody knew that he was gay, but he wouldn't admit it. And he would have probably, especially back then, he would have probably lost his career if he was out. So, you know, it's understandable, sadly.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that's why, as another queer person, yeah, see, I was like, yep. That's why, as another queer person, I was like, it was one of those things like, I don't know you, but I really hope that things work out for you because that really sucks. Because was he? No, that was Chayanne. I forget. Zaho, do you remember? Was Ricky Martin famous when he was a kid too? I'm trying to remember. He was famous for a long time. Like as in before. Yeah, okay. See, I thought so. So he was also like a child star. That was the other problem.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. And Menudo, that's right. I kept thinking that, but then I was like, am I thinking of Chayanne? Am I mixing them up with each other? God, Menudo, what a trip. My mom had a doll of that. They were like a Spanish boy band. Basically, they were very famous when I was like tiny, but my mom was really into them, and she had some of the some of the dolls.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was you know, like the Monkees from way back in the day in the U.S. They were like in the 70s. No,
No, I
that's
can't
probably
say
too
I know.
old. But they remind me of the you know, like those kind of like wholesome boy bands, not like in the
Okay.
90s. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
he was like in one
I
of
mean, like,
those.
well, I'm listening to Backstreet Boys right now, so like that.
Yeah, but they were a little bit more edgy in comparison, which is saying a lot. Like these boy bands tended to be younger.
Hmm.
Like the Jackson 5, if you didn't know how bad that was for them.
I lived in that fucking rock, man.
God damn it. I don't think
Look,
China. Oh, okay,
when I was a kid, our idol, like my friends and I, were crazy over Yutaru Ikaru before Kingdom Hearts
Oh,
and stuff, right?
me
We were crazy
too.
over her.
Which
Yeah,
is
so
crazy.
like,
Yeah, I was like, I don't know who this Japanese person is, but they're really cool.
yeah, we were like crazy over a lot of the Asian stars. So a lot
Got
of the
it.
American celebrities and stuff, I knew nothing about.
I see. She was one of the few, or they, right? They were one of the few ones that like, I don't even know how I got that music, honestly, in Puerto Rico. Menudo was the greatest Latino kid young adult group. Yeah, exactly. They were like really big. But again, a lot of them started super young. That's why they make me think more of the Jackson 5. Because have you really not heard the Jackson 5? That's impossible.
That sounds so familiar, but I can't say I can picture them.
So you know Michael Jackson, obviously, right? Because I mean,
Yes.
so that was him and his brothers when they were children. That was where they started, like in the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like they had a few hits that are one of those songs that kind of come up in movies and stuff. I bet if you heard like the 2 or 3 songs that have kind of survived, you would probably know them. Those songs, at least, you know.
There's a lot of songs I recognize just because they played in like movies and shows and stuff, and I
Exactly.
wouldn't know who they're by, but probably yeah.
That's what I mean. I think because they do have at least 2 that I can think of, maybe 3, that really have survived a long time. Like they'll randomly be in a movie in the background. But
Mhm.
yeah, so him and all his siblings were in the Jackson 5 for a long time. Actually, most of his, oh, no, not most, a lot of his siblings went off on their own. You know, like Janet Jackson is the other big one from
Yeah.
that group. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm surprised that you, well, just know that like many other child things, the Jackson 5 suffered many, many things, and there's a lot of documentaries and movies on how depressing it was. So
Oh my
if
goodness.
you ever
I'm not surprised.
ever want to
Honestly,
have
not
a depressing
surprised.
day, just, you know, like, oh, I want to learn about the
No, I
Jackson
do not go out
5.
of my way to seek for depression.
Well, I watched that shit as a kid, and I was like, that's what happened to them? And then it was like, oh, okay. Because it was on, like, because VH1 would show these, like, movies, right? Like the movies of musicians and things.
Uh-huh.
And that's how I would see these things. I read this.
Hmm.
I watched a lot of TV, Nara. That's how I know things.
I did not.
I can tell because you know, I wasn't here. I wasn't in the States, clearly. It's just that I watched a lot of stuff. Menudo the agent was touching the kids. You see what I mean? All these child star
What?
things. This is like a
Oh my
consistent thing.
God.
Well, because remember, like Selena's manager was like into her inappropriately, and she's the one who killed her in the end, right?
What the fuck?
They turned gay after that. Zaho, you know that we're all gay from birth. Don't worry. Yeah, that happened to Selena too. Look, I'm sorry, Nara. Now you're learning of the dark side of celebrities.
No. Keep talking.
Oh, no.
I'm listening.
Oh,
I'm
no.
listening.
Yeah, like most of those kid star things unfortunately end really badly. Well, like the butter sock thing we were talking about earlier, she has a memoir that came out a little over a year ago talking about all the abuse that she experienced. I just didn't mention it when they were talking about it in chat. But that's all I could think of.
What? Buttersocks, like iCarly, that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
they're-
fucking way.
Yeah, like Janine McCurdy, right? The girl who played Sam. She had like a bunch of like eating disorders. She experienced a bunch of like sexual harassment and abuse from some of the adults on that set, and it's pretty fucked up.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, I read the book. It was pretty good. It was mostly focused on how abusive her mom is. I think her mom just died, thankfully. So, well, that's so.
Thankfully.
No, the book is called I'm Glad My Mom Died. It's literally, that's the name of the book. So it's really good.
Says a lot. That says a lot.
Yeah. If you're ever curious but don't want to read the book, she had some interviews that were pretty interesting, just kind of summarizing stuff. Yeah. Yeah. See, this is what I do is I read about all this shit and I'm like, oh God.
Sajo says a lot of Latino stars had a bad ending.
Oh, that's
I'm
true.
getting that. I am getting that, yes.
Selena's was really depressing. I remember when that happened because I was a young kid and I was so distraught because I loved her music, and to hear that she got like murdered by her manager, everyone was shocked by it.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. And they suspect that, well, the manager was stealing money, but she was also like inappropriate in other ways, if you know what I mean.
Shit.
Yeah. Zaho, did you see, well, I don't know about Love, but yeah, did you see that they made a newer show of Selena's whole thing? Like from her childhood to when she gets murdered? I haven't watched it yet, but I was looking at the summary. Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. Because the only thing we had before was the Jennifer Lopez, movie. Fun fact, that's how Jennifer Lopez became like super popular, is because she played Selena in the movie about Selena. Now you
I
know.
thought she was popular before that.
Not really. Before that, she was like a B girl In Living Color, I think.
Well,
Like
I remember her songs were really popular. But then
after,
she started... After?
I think so.
Okay.
She did that movie really, really young. I think, right? Yeah. So before that, she was like she was like a B girl slash dancer on In Living Color, and she was like starting her movie her career, and then yeah, the movie basically like propelled her into fame because she sang all the songs, right? Like she legitimately sang them in the movie. So it's like, oh wow, you're like an actual good singer. Although now, did you see that J-Lo's like crazy now? See, now I'm giving you all the gossip.
Oh my goodness, no.
So she
Give
did
me all
no.
the tea, all the updates.
So she did this movie a few years ago called like Love or some fucking bullshit, and it was like this self-involved, really bizarre movie where she was talking about all the men she fell in love with and how important it was, but it was also like it's hard to say how self-important and condescending this movie is unless you see it. It's for free. It's on Amazon for free. I don't really recommend it, but so and she basically had people step in to pretend to be the different men that she's married in her life, right? And then what was it? It was like not only was the movie like, wow, this is like really self-important and poorly written and all that crap. Yeah, it's obvious that she's into Mark Anthony because of how she portrayed him in the movie. Anyway, so and she has this other guy pretend to be like Ben Affleck and be like, oh, this is my real love. And then she went into all this weird Zodiac bullshit and called on all her celebrity friends to be the Zodiac, but none of the celebrities wanted to be the Zodiac, so she had to go for like B-listers because they were the only ones who answered her calls. This is all legit stuff because she did a documentary about the creation of the movie, and people are like, why would she put this documentary out there when it makes her look like a crazy person who's like an asshole?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy as fuck.
Oh my god, and there's this clip where she goes, where she goes to her old house in the hood, quote unquote, and you know, she hasn't been poor in like a gazillion years. So she goes there and she sees this guy who's like, who the fuck is this person? And she's like, oh, you know, I used to live here. And he's like, okay. I lived here. Yeah, or something like that. It's like, do you know who I am? And he's like, no.
Really?
It's something really, you can find it online.
So embarrassing.
It's really weird, and then she pretends like nothing happened. I think she just repeats like, I used to live there. Yeah, and you're like, why are you putting this online? Like, do you not realize you look crazy? Because all I remember is the dude looking at her like, who is this person and why is she talking to me in my... Because he was like standing on his porch or something. Oh, she's crazy. I don't know what happened to her. Now she's back with Ben Affleck. Oh my god. And then they, you know, the movie that they made where they met each other is like a movie that's like so inappropriate, especially by today's standards. I don't...
What do you mean by that?
God.
I want to know at this point.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to describe it in a way that won't get me in trouble. If I remember correctly, there's a few things. Is that the one where No, that's the other one. It's something like he's a murderer and there's something about a kid / adult who, let's say, has some cognitive brain difficulties and maybe should not be treated as an adult because of these things. And there's a lot of like insults in how they treat that person. This is like the most PC way I can describe this.
Okay.
Let me look. You know what? Let me look on Wikipedia how they describe this movie. Because I'm like, you're probably like, what are you saying? You're saying something weird.
I'm getting the gist of it.
Hold on. Because the first sentence is not helpful. Okay, yes. So Ben is a mobster. And he's trying to kill somebody. Why are they not? So the young man he's trying to like murder, I think for some reason, is has some sort of brain deficiency. And so a lot of it there's a lot of how he treats him that's inappropriate. This is me waiting for you to catch up. And so he keeps like tricking him to do stuff. Let me see. And then Jiggly is Jennifer. And then why is she... This doesn't even explain it very well. This is me trying to read the Wikipedia. Let me be clear. Jiggly convinces the young man to go with him by promising him to the Baywatch. What? Which seems to be Brian's singular obsession. Jiggly is attracted to Ricky, who is, I think, Ben. Events take a dark turn when Jiggly and Ricky receive orders to cut off Brian Sum, who's the adult who is an adult but can't protect himself. And then they have sex, apparently, and then a mob boss summons them. What is this? And tells him not to cut off this. Look, I'm trying. This movie is a mess. I can't even.
Look, my take is if you can't summarize a movie easily because there's so much shit going on, it's not a well-formed movie at all.
Oh no, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Look, it literally. Okay, Golden Raspberry Awards, Worst Picture, Worst Actor, Worst Actress. These are all the awards they won. Worst Supporting Actress, Worst Comedy, Stinkers, Bad Movie Awards, Worst Fake Accent, Worst Actress, Worst On-Screen Couple. Like,
oh my god.
Those are the accolades. Okay? Oh,
That's
one is
so ridiculous.
Worst Comedy of our first 25 years of when the award existed.
Jesus.
It's...
Yikes.
From what I remember, it's just a lot of, like, really inappropriate things being said and done. Tacos for my Benny. South Park reference? Yeah, because, in South Park, at one point, Cartman's hand was Jennifer Lopez. It's, like, inappropriate and racist, but it's okay. And he would feed his hand tacos. Do you not? Okay.
God.
I'm so sorry. You're like, what have I stepped into? I know too much about pop culture.
What? No, you do. You know a lot. You do
know
a lot. I am pop culture dumb.
It's not a bad thing that you don't know these things. Again, it's just I've watched so much TV in my life that it's kind of hard not to know these things. It's like I don't really seek this information out. Is the funny part. But I do know.
Press X to doubt.
No, it's true. There's a few things I care about, but I don't really care about what Jennifer Lopez does. I mean, whatever. She's crazy. Gives us all a bad name. Because she's Nuyorican, but close enough.
Oh my.
We don't.
Sandra here is just flipping the shit out over this too.
I know, because she knows. Because it's one of those things that. I feel like if like we don't have many people who are famous who are Puerto Rican, so unfortunately it's like even if you don't want to know, you do, because
I see.
Yeah, that's why I know, because Ricky Martin, like I said, he's Puerto Rican too. So I was born when the pop culture was born. You saying when the pee-pee culture was born is funnier, Zaho, even though that's not what you meant to say.
When the pee-pee culture was born.
God. This is what happens when you watch too much TV. Yeah.
Pee-pee culture was created because of Zaho.
Probably.
Yes.
I would believe it. Man, I don't know if this face is cute or horrifying, but look at it.
Why not both?
I feel like the tongue is too dark.
Speaking of Michael Jackson, I have Michael Jackson on right now. I'm switching.
Oh, yeah. It's too bad. His songs are good, but he was a horrible person. So.
Hey, we have Christina Aguilera now.
Okay, which one? Genie in a Bottle? Because that seems to be.
Genie in a Bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because again, it just seems like that's kind of like what you're listening to right now. That era.
Yep, it really is. It just kind of happened this way, but I'll take it. They're good songs.
Are you going to listen? You have to listen to Spice Girls, too. Isn't that in the same...
Okay, you know what? We are switching to a Spice Girls playlist. Hold on.
Did you see the movie? The Spice Girls movie?
I don't believe I have.
It's a trip. I can't say that it's bad. It's just kind of like campy and funny,
I don't even know what it was about.
Who knows? I mean, it was like, God, it's been a long time. I don't know. I think there was some random plotline of them having a fake friend who was not a Spice Girl that they helped for 2 seconds, but most of it is like Spice Girl related things because they are the Spice Girls also in the movie. And so it's just a very campy adventure girl type of, not in a bad way, but like, like a kind of like, not, I wouldn't say girl power, but like a fun girl movie.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, was it Britney Spears came up with what that movie, Sisterhood of Traveling Pants or whatever?
Britney Spears didn't do that movie.
No? Oh, Britney Spears was in it? I don't know.
She might have been, but that movie's based on a book.
Okay.
Wait, what happened to...
There
it is.
I'm so not familiar with any of these like celebrity hype movies.
I don't... Mariah Carey did do one. She did Glitter. That one was odd.
I think I vaguely recall hearing about that.
That one was like... emo, my mom hates me and is probably a drug addict, and I'm in love with a guy who's a douchebag who then dies, and then I'm sad about it. That's like the whole movie.
Lovely.
It's not good.
No, it does not sound like it.
Yeah. I don't know how I remember it, but that's what the movie's about.
See, that's the impressive thing. If I don't care for it, I generally eject it from my brain. But you remember the shit.
Because I do like movies a lot, so I tend to remember, and I have a really good memory for better or worse. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. I saw what you were doing. Don't do that.
What is he trying to do?
No, it was me. It was photoshopping me.
Even worse. I'm kidding.
It's just that I was trying to cut something, and instead it cut the background instead of, you know what I'm saying, right? Instead of the front.
Yeah.
Okay, don't. Why are you being difficult? Don't do that. Excuse me. Never mind. It's not letting me do it. I'll do it later. I'm trying to like copy paste this thing and move it, but it keeps doing it wrong. Amidst it all, Zayori embraced their own PP culture with a chuckle and a shrug. That's the end of the summary from Frosty Tools. That's pretty funny.
Frosty Tools is great.
I know. Some of the stuff it does, I'm like, what? Wait, there has to be something you're hyperfixated on. Is it, and you know things, is it Gundam?
Unfortunately, probably.
It's not unfortunate.
Well,
I wish I knew more.
In general, maybe.
Okay.
Vocaloid. Like old school Vocaloid. I'd be in touch with it.
Okay.
Old school Vocaloid. I don't know. There are things I get like randomly hyperfixated on, but it kind of changes depending on like my mood and interest of something.
I still think, at least when we talk, you definitely know more about Gundam than I do. Because as much as I love Gundam, I'm actually not good at remembering names of ships. Like, I can recognize them by sight, but if you ask me what the name is, it would be hard for me to remember. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like the types of...
that totally makes sense. It's really hard for most people too, yeah.
Yeah, so my memory does not extend to that. It's just like, But when I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the one I like from that one show.
And it's like, it's kind of strange. I'll have like, Bora and I will be chatting and just randomly, with no, I don't know, with no intention to, I'll just roll into topics. Sometimes a lot about like, I don't know, cognitive behaviors, randomly psychology, and then sometimes it'll be philosophy, and sometimes it'll be like, sometimes it'll be physics, and sometimes it'll be like complete or sociology, and I'll just like
just because.
Yeah, I'll just like flip flop between them because I like to ingest a shit ton of information. Not that any of it's useful to me,
It's
but
funny.
just because it's interesting.
That's still fine. See, you know random things.
I know random shit, and I think it's like I'll learn and absorb anything and everything that comes my way, but I can't really say I'll be like, oh yeah, ask me about this one topic, and I'll tell you everything you ever have to know.
Yeah.
That would be really rough for me. So don't ever, I don't know, trivia or like specialized trivia games. It's like, okay, the subject today is going to be history, and like, no, I can't do that.
That means you need to learn about some subject to a point that makes no sense.
What do you mean?
Just learn something about a subject that you don't even care about and be like, now I know all the things of the thing.
It happens a lot. Like, I don't even know why I know some of the shit I do. And it's so fucking useless too.
You know stuff about art programs. I've seen you teach people about things. So you do know that.
Unfortunately, because I have to try a lot.
Yeah.
I try a lot. I guess, yeah, learning about different kind of arts, rigging and stuff through trial and error. And if I can save people the grief of going through all of that themselves, then I will.
Yeah, because that's the one thing I've seen you teach a few people. Because I did Yeah, I did see when you were helping Bora draw the emo, whenever that was. I don't remember.
Yeah. Or like I was before that I taught him how to like visualize or sorry, materialize what he has in his head.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I think one of the big things I talked about last stream too, a lot of people have trouble trying to get down on the proverbial paper what's in their heads.
Yeah.
So there's some tricks I learned to do that. So I just try to like show people how to do it and hope beyond that though it's really just practice. But there are some
No, that's
tips and
true.
tricks on how to see things differently in order to help you do that.
Except the people that can't see stuff in their heads and then they're screwed. I forget what that's called. There's like a brain condition, yeah, where people can't visualize things in their head. It was really interesting. This girl, she's an artist, which is even more rare because who has that condition, and it got a lot of hits on YouTube. Is it prosopagnosia? Basically, she did an animation talking about it and explaining it. And it was really interesting because it's like from the perspective of someone who can't visualize but does art. And she also explained, like, when she found out that that's what was going on, it made sense why she needed so many references in front of her at all times. And she can pull from them, but she literally can't visualize anything in her head ever. To the point that when people would tell her, people would tell her to do that, and she didn't realize that people could actually do that. She kind of, I think if I remember right, she thought it was just like something people said, but it's like, well, no one can actually do that. It's like, no, people can't do that. Yeah. Oh yeah, aphantasia. Yeah. So if you look up aphantasia animation or something on YouTube, I bet it's there, because when she first posted it, it got a lot of attention, and it's very well made, of her just describing what it is and then her experience having it. So apparently you can still be an artist, but I mean, you'd have to be really into art, I think, right, to like put up with that and work through it somehow.
So there's somebody I follow online that he's going blind.
And
he's an artist. So his passion is drawing children's picture books.
Oh.
And he has a condition. There's no cure for it.
Is it the one with the penguins?
Yes.
Yeah, I know who that is. So
and
cute.
His husband always plays pranks on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
it's really sad, and he makes it work. But right now, all he can see is like a pinhole vision, like really, really tiny.
That's right, because it's been getting worse, right? I haven't been seeing his stuff as much recently, but I did see an update at some point where he explained his current vision, and I was like, damn. Because it
is really rough. But hey, if it's your passion and you love it, you find a way somehow, right?
Yeah. His book is so cute. What's funny is that I was like, I kind of want to buy it, but it's like I don't have any kids to read it to, but I still want to buy it. It looks so cute. I want to
buy it just to support him, because holy shit.
That too. Yeah, I think he has 2 now, right? Didn't he make like a second one? Yeah.
He has 2 now, yeah.
God.
It's like you just kind of want to get the book just to support him.
That's true. I was just thinking of one of the videos I saw of his husband was like, I think he was trying to be a lampshade or something.
Yes.
Did you see that one? It's like, oh my god.
The pranks are so funny.
It's there was another point where I think didn't he like lay on the couch or something and hide under a blanket and then or like, because then the other ones sat on him. Oh, it's been a while.
He was like, Matthew, where are you? He's like, I'm right here. It's like, I don't know where you are, because he can't see.
I know.
Matthew, where are you? I think one of my favorite ones was when like he does a series actually of where he's talking to him, and then he's helping with a task like folding napkins or something like that.
Oh, then, I know which one you're talking about. And then he'll do whatever backwards, or like give him the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll undo it. He'll undo stuff, and then he just thinks that he can't see, so he'll be like, why am I forever folding napkins? So with each napkin he finishes folding, I'll just explain to chat. With every napkin he finishes folding, he puts it off to the side, and then his husband's supposed to hand him the next one to fold. But while doing so, his husband is also grabbing the finished ones and unfolding them, putting back in the other pile. But because he's almost blind, he can't see that. So he just folds forever. Or like when he's eating, for example, and he's like, "Why are there forever an endless supply of food on my plate?" Because his husband is secretly, quietly putting more food on his plate without him knowing.
Mm-hmm.
It is just hilarious. My favorite one was when he came home and because he senses everything practically by touch, his husband moved around all the furniture at the doorway.
Oh,
So when he
God.
came in and the bench wasn't where it's supposed to be for him to sit and take off his shoes, and the plant wasn't where it's supposed to be, he thought he walked into the wrong apartment.
Oh my God. I can see why. He could be like, everything is wrong. Well, I know he's also talked a lot about how people don't think he's blind or don't believe it, and then they kind of treat him weirdly because of it. I forget what. There's been like some weird stuff where he'll run into people and the way they talk to him and treat him, it's like it's obvious that they don't realize he's blind, which is so bizarre to me because he has a seeing eye dog and he also has the cane, which is very obvious.
But you know how some people
So,
are just like, I don't see a physical whatever, so therefore it's untrue. It's ridiculous because how do you not see how do you see someone's blind? It's not like their eyes change color or their eyes like
that's why
have to be
usually you can
closed.
tell by cues like a literal seeing eye dog or I forget what it's called, but the cane that blind people use.
The cane, yeah, the walking stick, yeah.
Because it looks that way specifically so people can recognize it. That's one of the reasons. Whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
People are dumb.
But like there's also people that's like just be respectful and educate yourself or at least like mind your own business. I've seen
No
people
kidding.
that there's conditions, I forgot the name of it, but there's conditions where if somebody walks too long, their knees they have a condition where the knees will just seize up and they can't move.
Oh, I
So
see.
if they walk for like a couple of minutes, it's fine. But if they gotta go grocery shopping and walk for like more than 10 minutes, they have to use a wheelchair. And I
Mm-hmm.
saw a video a while back where this lady was putting the wheelchair into her own car, and then this man came up to her and she started recording on the dash cam and stuff.
Oh
And
God.
this man was accusing her, banging on her window, trying to pull her out and say,
What
"You're
the
not
fuck?
disabled. You don't need a wheelchair. I saw you put the wheelchair away yourself." And she's like, "No, I have this condition. Um, the short form for it is POTS. So I don't
Oh
remember
yeah,
the
yeah,
long.
yeah. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't remember the full name,
Jesus
but the short
Christ.
form, the abbreviation is POTS. And she's like, "I have POTS, and this is what happens. That's why I have to use a wheelchair. Doesn't mean I can't walk. I just can't walk for a long time." And he's like, "Oh, you take pot. You smoke pot. That's why you like this.
What
Just
the
because you smoke pot
fuck?
doesn't mean." It's like she's like, "No, no, that's not it. I have POTS. It's a condition," but he doesn't
Oh
listen, and
my
he's cursing
God.
at her, saying, "You people make me sick." Blah blah blah. It's
Oh
like,
my
or you know
God.
what, sir? Mind your own business. If you don't understand it, that's one thing. But to get up in the face of other people of something that you don't understand, that's just very, I don't know, egocentric,
It's terrible.
selfish, wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of words I want to use. I don't know what to use, but there's so many different things that you can't just see,
I know. Because
right?
like I have a bunch of mobility stuff, and long story short, I have like a disability placard because I need it. And I
Mm-hmm.
am always terrified of exactly that because sometimes it's obvious, and other times I look totally fine. And I'm always so nervous that that's going to happen to me because I'm just like, what if they don't believe that there's something wrong? And I get really, really stressed out. But ironically, I only get stressed on the days where it's not as bad. But because it's unpredictable, I still have to use that parking because it could be that I go into a grocery store and then when I come out, I can't walk as far back, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm always like terrified, like that someone's not going to believe me. I'll,
But that's so ridiculous too. That like,
but
not that is ridiculous. The society is so awful that you have to feel that way, and I don't know. I'm sorry. It's just.
but that's why, because of the stuff you're saying. Because I remember for a while I had to use a what are those called? The little scooters for your knees and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking? It's like if you have an injury on only one leg, you can use like these little knee scooters, basically.
I think I know.
So I've had to
So
use it. Basically, I've had to use them on and off. Sometimes it's been terrible, and I need to get someone to drive me. But other times it's been like, oh, I can drive myself. but I need to use this when I'm not in the car. And I would also worry about that because I would shove it in the back seat, right? And I was like, what if someone thinks that because I can pick this up, I don't need it? You know what I'm saying? And you get so anxious because, yeah, I will say here specifically, at least where I live, I don't know why, and I think it's part of the problem. A lot of people who don't have a placard or any problem use the disability, like the accessible parking, all the time because they don't care. So I think that that's part of the issue. As in,
I see.
I'm surprised that all these people don't get tickets. There's no so the reason they use it is because they don't want to waste time looking for parking. And so then when other people like me come in, there's no parking in the place that I actually need it because people who don't need it have taken it. But when I say don't need it, I mean literally they don't have, there's no placard, there's no license plate. They literally don't qualify for this. They're just parking there because they don't care. And because it tends to be the people who are going to like run in and grab something quick and leave, then they think that it's okay to park there. But it happens so often around here that often all of those parkings are taken from people doing the same thing, which is insane. So I do think that makes it worse because there's been times where I park and I feel like people are making sure that I have a placard list on my car, which I do. And then they don't look at me anymore. And I think that's why, because sometimes there's all these people who are doing all this crap. Anyway, it's was it yesterday? Saturday. I was meeting someone who was going to drive me somewhere, right? And so we were meeting at a parking lot. Long story short, I was able to find the parking space I needed, thankfully. This other car comes out of nowhere, blocks one of the people in the accessible parking, two other cars, leaves, I'm not joking, leaves their car on, leaves it open, empty, and goes inside the store. I was like, what is happening right now? And for a while.
My God.
Yeah. I was like, not only are you being a jerk to 3 people right now, your car's going to get stolen. Like, you literally left the key in, you left it on, and you left it open. What? Why?
I'll reinforce. Absolutely hate when people do this. It's so ignorant to think that disabilities have to fit their idea of what a disability looks like. This mom has a parking pass that she uses on days where she's in too much pain because she can't sit or stand for longer than 15 to 20 minutes at a time. I've seen people give her the dirtiest looks when they catch her pulling the pass out of the gift glove box on days she needs it, as if saying, "How dare you use it for convenience?" And not purpose." Oh my.
Yeah. I have noticed that too, to the point that, because I use a cane on and off, I don't always need it. There have been times that if I'm in a place I haven't been to before, I'll take the cane just to give other people like the visual cue that they need so they'll leave me alone. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that you need to do that.
But it's sad that it works, because there's been times I've noticed that if I do that, I usually get less dirty looks than on the days that I don't. But I don't always need it. So sometimes it's like, I don't need it right now. I might later. But that's not, whatever. So I believe it. Hi, baby. You're so cute.
Hate that.
Are you telling me that everyone sucks and that only cute cats are the best? I agree. She made a very cute little post.
Galaxy, that you have to deal with that shit.
It's like a constant thing. It really does bother me. Actually, to the point that, funny enough, I actually leave the thing on the rear view mirror all the time. You don't need to, and it's usually better if you take it off when you're driving. I don't do that because of exactly this. I noticed that when I would take it out, sometimes people would assume that I didn't have one. But because I leave it on now all the time, people leave me alone. It's like, all right. Yeah, that's why when I see this, like, as soon as you're taking out the glove compartment, I just stopped doing it. I just left it on permanently, basically. So, it's okay. Now we just have more proof that sometimes people suck, but that's all right. It's not all right.
No, it's not all right. It's not all right that people using the system a certain way that is not intended has caused grievances for everyone else, but also everyone else contributing and fueling into that attitude is also wrong.
Yeah, because I feel like, just don't assume things. You don't really know what's going on.
Exactly.
Okay, but Nara, on a more positive note, look, I gave you sunglasses.
Yeah. I'm cool now.
Yeah! Temporarily.
Wow.
I don't know how many faces you have now. 10? You have 10 faces. I'm trying to make simplistic faces that look different. You could also make them bigger if you really wanted to, but if you do that, tell me beforehand, because you have to make sure to pick the correct settings so the pixel stays pixelated. You know what I'm talking about?
Gotcha. I think so, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Sometimes I forget and then I ruin my own stuff, and it's like, wait, let me go back to before when I expanded this. Oh wait, I haven't seen what you're doing. It's my hair! It's my little face!
Oh yeah, I'm starting to put some shading in.
Aww, looks cute. I like it. Yeah, that's why I gave you a close-up of the glove, because the glove is like an important part of this type of archery. Yeah. And I remembered that I finally got the glove on one of my models. I have to upload it in here because that's not the model I have in VC Face, but since I'm switching to another one anyway, it's like I'll just upload it to VNyan or whatever.
Yeah, VNyan's good.
Yeah. But it was a pain in the ass to get that glove in the right location. Because, you know, like when you add objects, external objects to your model, it's hard for me to, like, because you have to, like, go into Unity and put it on the right bone. You know what I'm talking about?
I think, yes.
So it took me a long time to do that and make it look correct. And it looks pretty good. It only breaks a little if I move in certain ways. It's Randall! I was watching a lot of his streams over the weekend when I was doing stuff. Because I'm like, I don't have the energy to stream, but I'll watch other people streaming. Yeah.
Welcome in. How you doing?
He's probably angsting about his fighting game. Or about Nikki. Or Nike.
Yes.
Either or, all of the things.
All of the things.
Explain to me why I have a, what's this called? Not a montage. A collage of meh faces that I saved in my emote folder. I'm gonna send this to you. This is so stupid. I don't think I made it. I think I found it and saved it. Please explain to me why this is a thing that I saved. This is in my emote example folder. Let me be clear.
Because you do a lot of good emotes.
No, but did you see what I just sent you?
Hold on. I say you sent something
in Discord.
Oh my goodness, they're so good.
But you understand, like, they all have the same face, and I think because I like that face, I have this, but it's like, so basically I have like a bunch of meh/ditto faces of a bunch of different Pokemon saved together. It's so stupid. Because
have you made any that are that face?
I do sometimes. That's how the crazy face started. The one I did a little bit ago for you. The the one with the big mouth. That's how it started.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just that then I thought the big mouth was funny, so I left it at that. Let me make you a little ditto face.
Aww.
Oh wait, that's the wrong color. Wait, let me see what. Yeah, Reynold, did you already finish the Arcana side story for Nike? I actually enjoyed that. It's like this girl who does like tarot readings, but then also has no memory because Nike is about sad sci-fi girls who are sexy and emo all the time.
Oh my goodness.
So they basically, so they delete her memory every day. So she doesn't remember much about who she is, but she's really cute and sad because, again, that's like the thing. I know.
What the fuck? What in the fuck?
She's the second person they've had that has that problem. The other one was a child, so that was a lot worse.
No.
Who every day forgets who she is and just goes around being a cute little child. Yeah, just part one.
Says Jory just like, Nikki mentioned, yes?
Yeah. It has a great story, and yes, it is always depression. That's why I like it. Look, there you go. It's a little ditto face, see? Me.
No.
Me.
Cute. Me. 'Very 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 cute. Me. 'Very
I almost want to make a version that has. Hold on. Mm, oh wait, no.
What the hell am I listening to? What is?
I don't know.
Kesha, TikTok? I don't know the song. Bye, guys.
Oh, Kesha. You don't know TikTok?
Kesha?
Right?
Nope.
Was the dollar
I know
sign?
TikTok, but no, I did not know that song. No.
Damn. What happened that you don't know these things? You know, something went wrong.
The internet is wide and vast and lots of different things from different countries. I don't know why I have to listen to North American stuff.
Oh wow. Damn. You just went like, well, maybe I have more culture than taste than you. Maybe that's the problem.
Difference. It's just different.
I heard.
It's just different.
I heard what you said. Wait, what's? Go away. Okay.
I don't know. I guess I grew up a certain way because of the media my cousins fed me when I was a kid and my friends were interested in. We were always more interested in a lot of like the media in Asia than here.
Oh, I get that. It's just in Puerto Rico, especially before the internets were better, that was not like a thing that you could do.
Oh, before the internet. Okay, you forget I'm Chinese. What's Chinese good for?
I was just talking to someone about this. So, because he's Chinese, so it came up. We were having a cultural exchange. I was telling him that one of the ways I saw a lot of anime back in the day was because we had some Chinese immigrants who sold anime bootlegs in Puerto Rico, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. And I still have some because some of the bootlegs, they would get Spanish subtitles on them, which it's like, how? Where? So the English subtitles would be trash, but the Spanish subtitles were actually good. So there you go.
That's so funny.
Mm-hmm. I still have Berserk from China.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, Reno, I'm not shitting on American culture. What I'm saying is we're Chinese. So everything is bootlegged. We get a lot of our media. So before internet was, as good as it was and widely available, the most common thing for most Asian families is to go to like these stores are everywhere here where I live because we have a huge Asian demographic. These stores just have bootleg everything from all different places in the world. And it was also cheaper than paying for a lot of TV services, right?
Yeah, so of course.
We wouldn't be watching things on TV, on cable and stuff. This is cheaper. You just get like 10 for $5 or something like that. 10 sets for $5, and that's what you get to watch. Also, keeping in mind, coming from a Chinese family, we weren't allowed to flip through channels on TV.
Why?
Everything we watched had to be highly curated because it's a very strict family.
Why?
So this was also our family because Chinese are super strict.
About TV?
Yeah, no, very, very strict.
Why?
I've been like, if I sat in front of TV a little earlier than I was supposed to, so after school, when I was a kid, after school, finishing my homework, then my family would get me additional work on top of that and additional lessons. So weekends before school, I had extra math and science workbooks on top of work.
No.
And if I finished too early and sat in front of TV, I would get beaten.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for the hydrate.
I thought my family was shitty. Sorry.
It's very typical Chinese upbringing. So everything we watched was very, very curated by our family. So flipping through channels is not a thing. They will give us like DVDs from China, whatever, in subtitles or in whatever language they chose. In this case, usually Chinese or sometimes Japanese, and that's what we watched. So I kind of grew up with that kind of mindset. So it was normal for me to not flip through channels, not listen to radio.
So you never had your own TV then, right?
No, that's definitely not a thing.
Because that's the thing. The reason why it was fine in my case is that I had my own TV, so I could just ignore what my parents were doing. I just stayed in my room and watched my TV, basically.
Yeah, we never, until I think I was like in high school, I didn't watch things without somebody else in the room making sure I'm watching what they approved.
See, so my mom tried that for a little bit, but the problem was, again, I had my own TV, right? and she went to sleep very early, so I just wait for her to go to sleep, and then I watch whatever I wanted. I mean, whatever was on at the time, at a very low volume.
Yeah, having my own TV.
That would have made a difference.
I think that would have. Yeah, no, that was not a thing. I had my own TV when I moved out when I was 17. That was the first time I had my own TV.
No, I'm glad that's why I was able to watch so much TV, because especially if she was gone or asleep, I'd watch basically TV 24/7. Well, yeah, because this is way before internet, right? So there was no other, like, whatever was on the TV.
Yeah. And is it Jory? Yeah, Zydo mentioned anime and stuff on Toonami. So I watched a lot of anime growing up instead of like Barney and stuff like that. So that's the other embarrassing thing. I think when I was like in grade 2 or something, a lot of kids in my class were like, "Oh, you guys remember Barney when we were in kindergarten?" And I was like, "What's Barney?" I never got to watch Barney or Sesame Street or anything like that.
Man, Sesame Street was so good, and Sesame Street especially is like legitimately wholesome and educational. You know what I mean? Like, it was good.
I got a lot of like the Asian versions of those. Right, but
I saw it
specifically.
I saw a Chinese one when I came to the States, surprisingly, a Chinese kids show, because when I first came to California, they had an Asian channel where, depending on the day or time, is what country they'd be showing stuff from. It was really cool. I wish it still existed. Sweet. Yeah. So you could see, like, you would just kind of know, like, oh, at this time it's from China, or this time it's like Vietnam or Japan or whatever. Anyway, so when I was getting ready in the morning to go to like grad school, there was a Chinese kids show that came on all the time, and I watched it a lot. It was so I think it was a guy who was dressed as a grandma, and she had a lot of puppets. So I just watched that. I don't know Chinese, right? I don't know Mandarin. I only knew like basic stuff. So I don't know the name. Let me see.
I watched so I don't know what the English is. Reinforce, if you're still here. It's called Xiu Yunzi. I don't know if you know what that is in English.
Oh, it was called Fruity Pie. This is the one I was watching.
I don't know Fruity Pie.
Yeah.
A lot of shows.
Apparently it was produced in Taiwan. I did not know that. So that's what I was watching as an adult.
Hey, sometimes the kids shows are really good.
I really enjoyed it. I'm like, I don't understand. I mean, I can understand just because, you know, there's stuff you can understand without knowing the language. But it was just nice to have on while I was getting ready for stuff. And it was just like seemed very wholesome. They sang a lot.
Reinforce knows exactly the show I was talking about. Xiu Yunzi. Yeah, I don't know what the English title is for that. One of those cartoons, and then we watched a lot of anime. So my cousins babysat me. So the youngest cousin older than me was 8 years older than me. So,
wow.
Because we couldn't afford babysitters, my cousins would babysit me, and she was into anime. So
I see.
Grew up. If my cousin approved it, my family trusted her, right? So a lot of kids animes. I grew up with kids animes and stuff like that because she was the one babysitting me. So I watched stuff like Mahou Guru Guru and stuff like that growing up. So yeah, it was super embarrassing when kids my age were like, "Remember Barney?" I'm like, "What's that?"
Oh no.
Very, very embarrassing.
May, of course, your parents let you watch whatever you wanted. That's why you put the stuff in the chat now. That's why you're always twerking, always causing problems.
Oh, is that the English name for it? Thank you, Chibi Maruko-chan. Okay. Yeah,
I feel like I
still remember
saw that.
There.
Wait. Yeah, I saw this as an adult, but I did see some of this. Where did I see this? It might have been in Spanish. So there's a lot of like anime that wasn't in the States, but that we got in Puerto Rico, like from Spanish channels, you know?
Ah.
So I might have watched this in Spanish instead. Because a lot of the anime I saw was Spanish dubbed back then.
So that gives you kind of the context of like, Chinese dub of kids anime. Yeah. So that kind of gives you like the context of like a lot of media here I'm not used to or didn't grow up with or don't know.
Yeah.
That just wasn't how I was growing up.
I really think it's the lack of TV though. That's what you needed. That's what baby Nara needed, was a TV.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Tekken on Blade. Wait, did you see that? Wait, Zaho, Did you see the original Tekken Man? Because I also saw Tekken Man Blade when I was young, but the original Tekken Man is like a misogynistic mess of crap. Oh god.
Oh,
And there's like this
I was not
scene.
interested in that. No.
There was, oh my god, Zahu, I'm sorry. There was a scene where, if I remember right, the girl bent down to pick up a flower, and the main love interest slash main character kind of like told her what a piece of shit she was and yells at her and is a horrible person. And that's like the main love connection. You know what I mean? You're like, what?
Wow.
It's really bad. Tekken Blade was better. Yeah, it was. I also saw it, obviously. Although I think my first anime was Totoro. I just didn't know it was anime at the time.
Aw.
I was like, oh,
Yeah,
they're singing
yeah.
a song, but I don't understand what the song says. Okay.
My first anime was definitely Mahojin Guru Guru, which watching as an adult is so funny.
Mahojin. What? Let me look this up.
Mahojin Guru Guru, Magic Circle Guru Guru. So the whole thing is about a hero in kind of like an RPG setting. They're chibis, everything with chibi. They go on an adventure to defeat the Dark Lord or
Oh, I've
whatever.
seen this before.
So as a kid, you're like, oh my god, it's so cute. There's like jokes and stuff. As an adult, you go, oh shit, there's a lot of adult humor. And you never notice as a kid.
Isn't it
So
kind of
funny.
similar to Shin-chan with the humor?
I think so, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know that I watched much of it, but I looked it up and I for sure recognized the main guy with the hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did a remake of it a couple of years ago.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then I think it was kind of funny and unique, or I guess it's normal. The area I grew up in, there were a lot of Asian immigrants in that area. So by the time I got to like high school and stuff, not even high school, grade 7, grade 8, I moved into a new area, mostly of Asian immigrants, and because everybody grew up the same way, we all had the same sense of like what we find as media and entertainment and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of stayed in that bubble of not watching a lot of cable or TV like everybody else, but because all my friends were also like, oh yeah, Yutaru Karu, Jay Chow, and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, again, it's probably for the best. You see all the like random celebrity info that I know that I have no interest in. It's because I watch so much TV. I really did watch a lot of TV. Like, I cannot tell you how much TV I've seen in my life. It's not necessarily bad,
I'm honestly impressed.
it's just like, I wish I would have had the choice to watch TV that I enjoyed. Does that make sense? Because now as an adult, because there's the internet, now I can watch shows I genuinely like. At the time, I would have to watch anything that was on air. So I know a ton about shows that I don't give a fuck about.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
yeah.
I don't know this problem.
Yeah. Because I'm like, well, there's nothing else to do. I couldn't go anywhere or do anything, and it's hot, so I'll watch TV. I mean, that's...
Asian upbringing. What do you mean you have nothing to do? Do more homework.
Yeah, but I had good grades already, so I didn't,
Oh yeah, for us, it's, I always was top like straight A student,
Mm.
but on top of the regular school that everyone went to, we had to take extra lessons outside.
You know what's
So,
funny?
Yeah.
I had to do that as well, which is really rare in Puerto Rico, starting in, was it junior high or high school? And I realized when I was watching anime, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of going to a cram school. It's because I was in a specialty program for math and science starting in junior high. So I had a different, So let me put it this way. Although it's not the same, obviously, in my area, there's also a lot of Asian Americans. And sometimes when they talk about stuff, I'm like, me too, wait. Because I had to do school after school, and I had school on Saturdays also for a very long time. So,
Lots of school after school. Lots of weekend schools.
yeah.
Put me into a really fucking weird spot. Like, I hated that. So I was a couple of years ahead in high school math than everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So I found math extremely boring because of it.
Yeah.
And my parents really wanted me to do like math and science in university,
Uh-huh.
but I'm like, but it's so boring. And then when I
Yeah.
got older, I realized this was their own doing.
I know. So ironically, I also got burnt out, and I also didn't choose. In the end, I transferred out of a very math and science intensive program. I didn't do it. I was burnt out. So I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. Sorry. Reno, yes, Utena is amazing also. And having your partner
I
be
love
a
Utena.
sword is also good. That show is so gay, though.
I know, I love it. It's so good.
I know. I liked it a lot. That was the one that I was like, wow, there's so many gay people that exist in the universe of anime. That's amazing. It's like, I also want a random princess. I guess that's okay. Only in anime, though. Yeah, I still have all of Utena here. I have the whole series.
Oh, Zaho, that happened to you with English too?
What did you have to do?
Rough.
See, all my after school classes were only math and science, basically. Because, yeah, you know.
I had extra English classes on the side too. I think it was really funny because I think my family thought that I would need it since they couldn't speak English well, but I'm like, I'm born here.
That's so stupid. Yeah, it's like, what? God.
And here's the stupid thing. So they put me in like extra English classes, so I developed a love for literature. But when I wanted to write for a living, they're like, no, you're not allowed. They put me in music, and I was in a lot of bands. I performed really well. I got a scholarship and everything too. And they're like, no, you can't pursue music. I'm like, but you literally put me in music lessons.
But I've heard that before, right? Where the music is only like to get into a college. They don't really want it to be like your career. That's what I've heard from my friends here.
I think on my side, it was more about discipline. So
music, interesting.
Dancing, figure skating, all of those karate. Yeah, so I did, what was it? Music, figure skating, martial arts. What else did I do? I can't remember off the top of my head. But all of it was about discipline because you had to stick to a schedule. You had to practice. You had to teach yourself to always like stay on top of it and get the next achievement. You had to focus. So the whole thing about, hey kids, go and play. I didn't go out and play. It was sit down at your piano and practice for an hour every day. Sit down and practice your mathematics, memorize a times table, all that kind of stuff. And it taught me how to be extremely disciplined as a kid. So I wouldn't raise a fuss or anything.
Yeah, but that sounds terrible. So
it is terrible. It's really not healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you have all these adults that are burnt out all the time because that's all they did as a kid.
I don't recommend it for anybody.
Yeah.
But I think that's very standard for like an Asian family because I know I'm not the only one. I know there's a lot of Asian.
Oh, I've heard that too.
Very similar things.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I was more rare in Puerto Rico because since I was in all these like special programs, I did get similar shit from the people in my family. But that's not the case for other people who had more of a chill upbringing, The difference is I could watch a lot of TV, but that's because I got straight A's. So as long as I got straight A's, no one cared. That's too long.
Did I tell you about the time that my parents literally did the A? Why not A+?
Yeah, you did. My fucking God. There was people in my class who would get that shit. Thankfully, I never did. Because we don't have, I don't know about now, but we never had like A+ or A-. That wasn't really a thing. So instead it would be based on like the score. So people in my class, their parents would get mad if they didn't get 100, which is kind of like the equivalent, right?
Yeah. No, seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to tell Zajori because Zajori just said F that. Zajori literally, at 17, I moved out. I didn't see my family for over a year. I decided to go back and visit them after my second year finals.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this mess. Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
So when I went and visited them for the first time in forever, had dinner with them, and they're like, okay, so what's happening? What are you doing in school? I'm like, well, I just finished my finals. And this final, I just showed them, I got 98% on this final in second year university. And they're like, where's the other 2%?
Yeah, you told me this bullshit. What the fuck, man?
They literally asked me where's the other 2% on a university second year final. And then the worst part, a couple of years ago, I finished my master's in computer science, and they didn't know too much about it, right? And I decided most of my life, after moving out at 17, they don't know what's going on in my life. But because I graduated my master's with honors, I graduated with a 96% average. For a computer science master's, right? And I'm like, you know what? This is an achievement. I'm gonna share it with my family because they have to be proud of that, right? It's a fucking master's.
Sure.
So when I went and told them, they're like, "Oh, okay, that's pretty good, yeah."
Yeah. Yeah. See, this is why I also left, but I didn't go back or ever invite them to anything. That's the difference.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. They don't. I don't think they even know the degrees that I have in the end.
I can't even be angry at this point because there is such a meme. There's such a stereotype. It's just funny at this point.
Because
I
yeah,
expected
God, it's like really.
I just
That's all right.
fully expect it.
Hmm.
Hi, Zen. Welcome in, Zen. How are you doing?
They went the rhythm game route where they want you to go beyond 100%. Yes,
Yeah.
that is accurate.
But I'm at the age where I can't even be angry or anything because it's not worth my energy to be, right? And if they're not happy about it, unfortunately, it's on them. They're adults, right? They
You would
brought me-
think,
Yeah. And, then, like,
because goddamn.
and the best thing I think I can do for myself and for them is just laugh it off.
Hmm.
I am doing well, Zen. What have you been up to?
Why are you attacking my foot?
Sabs-
Excuse me.
Sash says, my parents did not care, so I had good grades on high school, and I won a free trip to Dominican Republic, Chile, and Argentina. Wow.
Damn, Saho, you fancy.
Yeah, damn. At university, I got a bachelor's degree in computer science, and I was like, I don't care.
Goddamn. Baby, what's going on right now? She's
Aw,
like,
kitty.
she's like confused. I think she wants to play with my foot, but doesn't know how to. So she like stepped on my foot, then stepped off, then bonked me with her head, then moved away. I don't think she knows what she's doing. Sometimes she likes plopping down on my feet and sleeping, which is adorable, but then I can't move my feet.
Yeah, it's the universal rule. No matter what, if a cat is on you, your life is over for the
I
moment.
know. The feeling when I'm the only dropout in chat. Oh no, Rano.
Zen is doing stream stuff. Ooh, what you doing? What you
Oh
doing?
no.
Assets?
What type of
Sando saw
assets?
snow. Wait, when was the last time you saw snow, Galaxy?
I don't know, years. I mean, I lived in Maine when I first came over, so I saw snow then.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
A
right?
long time ago. That might have been the last time I saw snow, though. Wait. Yep. Never mind. Oh no, that's right. It snowed in Portland when I lived there very briefly. We had a snowstorm. That was still a long time ago, but I did see snow then. Wait, what was I
Honestly, I'm
gonna
super
put?
jealous of how warm your weather is over there all the time.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. I don't like it today because it's getting too hot for me, but in general, I really like it. This looks okay. This look a vertical. Oh god, I have to set up my other monitor, and it's just on the floor staring at me, and I haven't set it up. I feel so dumb because days like today, having a second monitor would make this so much easier. Because I can't, like, it's really hard for me to read chat. I have to like close everything to see it. You know.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why you. Okay.
That's why it's been hard for me to keep up because it's like I just barely can see Photoshop and enough of my stream that if it crashes, I'll know. That's about it.
no.
That's about it. It's okay.
No.
I did buy the second monitor. I just haven't set it up yet. That's why I'm mad at myself about it. Because it's literally on the floor next to this desk. And it's like, oh, god damn it.
Ah,
I've been busy and, you know.
you're busy, yeah. Oh, there's so many things I want to set up too, but. Mm.
Mm-hmm. At least I also got the arm for it, you know.
Ah.
So that, because
Yeah, I have.
this desk is too small. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, You see my desk. I showed you pictures before.
Yes,
You
oh, I
see my
remember.
pictures.
I remember your desk very clearly.
Why do you see it like that?
Well, there are some concerns.
No, there's no.
Yeah. Nara has like 10 million monitors, like a
No, no,
bazillion
no.
monitors, and then the
No.
desk can't even hold all the monitors. Because I was like, Nara, why don't you put this figurine or whatever we were talking about on your desk? I can't, there's no space. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is a tiny figurine. And then I see what the desk looks like, and it's like, oh. You just have a monitor on a monitor with a monitor next to it and a monitor on the side. See? Accurate.
No. Reinforce has
know.
seen it in person. Reinforce has come here and seen it in person.
Well, so there you go. I hadn't even bought my second monitor, and I was like, damn, I'm trying to get a second monitor, and you have like 10 of them. Okay.
No. Okay. For the rest of the chat, it's not 10. It's
We need
I
them.
have 2 laptops they're suspended on these arms.
Uh-huh.
So one is for work, one is personal.
Sure,
and then I have
sure.
The 22-inch tablet.
Uh-huh.
Then I have the 49-inch monitor, which works on 3
Okay.
monitors.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
So 4, but one of the max is 3, so then technically 6.
I mean, you're not wrong,
Uh-huh.
but it's also only 1 monitor, technically, not 3.
It's humongous.
It's only 49 inches.
Only 49 inches. Jesus Christ.
Thank you for the hydrate.
I still have to send you a picture of mine, especially before I set up the second monitor, so you can see what I'm working with. I feel like
You
you're gonna.
have sent a picture.
Oh,
You
did
have
I?
sent one to me.
Because it's like I feel like mine is bad in the opposite direction, or because it's a child's desk with 1 monitor, and I'm like, this is what I have. This is, To be fair, even though it's not long enough, it is the right height for me, which is why I bought it. Because I was like, oh, how much is this desk? And they're like, that's a child's desk, but it's this much. And I'm like, but it's the right height, so
No.
I'll take it. And it really is the right height. It's so annoying. I'm like, oh, I see. Oh my
look,
God.
Sancho,
The
yes,
really
it's
long
only-
monitors for McDonald's. That would be funny as hell.
Oh my god, that would be really funny.
Please.
But Sandra, it makes sense because like the way that I have to work for my job, I usually have to have 3 to 4 monitors to display everything. And having one continuous curved monitor just made things so much easier to move things around and see everything. And when it's curved, all the sides are close to your face, right? So you're not straining to look at the edges.
So you're gonna go blind, is what you're saying, because
I'm already legally blind. I don't want to.
oh my God. But that's not gonna help, right? Because, well,
It does help actually because I don't have to strain my eyes to look at the edges of the screens are too far since this monitor is curved around me.
oh,
Which is why I got it
Interesting.
because it literally made my work so much easier.
mine is curved too. Technically, it's just that it's so small you can't tell. It is though. It's really obvious when I'm playing like Fortnite. Oddly enough, it's really noticeable that it's curved because like you can see better in the distance in a game. I don't know how best to explain that.
Yeah. No, I totally get that.
Yeah.
'Cause I have the same effect on mine.
And for movies, sometimes they look a bit cooler, I've noticed. Okay, I think this angry face is just going to stay like this. I'm having a hard time figuring out how to make it less weird. Does that have anything?
Wider field view, yes. Admittedly, when I play games, I don't use the full monitor. It's too much.
What?
So I use window.
Oh, God.
Especially when I'm streaming. I need to.
Oh,
have
well,
all
that's
my
different.
stuff open.
That's different. But
Yeah.
when I'm playing a game and I'm not streaming, I do prefer full screen.
You know what the problem with that is? Usually when you do like a regular monitor that's not too long, your health bar, your stats and everything are in your field of vision. When they're on the opposite side of a 49-inch screen, you have to turn your head back and forth just to
Oh,
see
wow.
your stats.
Wow, it's so hard because the monitor's just so big. Oh my God. That's what you said. That's literally, you're like, it's just, it's hard on my neck because it's so big.
See it like
It makes my neck hurt because it's so far. Oh no. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're all gonna cry with our tiny little monitors.
I buy it for work, okay?
Okay.
The company even reimbursed me a really big chunk of the money because
So
it's
you're
for
like,
work.
I also got it for free because it's for work technically. All right.
I didn't get it for free, but I did get it for like a third of the price.
You're not helping your case. All the people in chat are just gonna start glaring at you at this point. Like, wow, it's a hard life. God. Look, I made you a little devil face while you were saying this
That's
stuff.
very appropriate, yes.
Me with my 23-inch monitor seething with envy. You see? Yeah. I thought that this monitor was big, but then after seeing Nara's setup, I'm like, oh, Um, no, it's not.
Size matters.
Oh my god. Did I show you the sticker I made of that?
No.
No, I should send it to you at some point. I'm just, it's a Pokemon sticker. Funny enough. Don't worry about it.
It says size matters?
Yes, it does.
Which Pokemon?
Executor, but the Alolan one. Yeah. And it is a real sticker that I used to sell when I did like art tables, and I still have some, but
oh, that's excellent.
yeah. Let me see. We like big boobas. Oh my god. While watching this stream on my phone too. Ay, Reno bendito. That was the saddest comment. I'm watching the stream on my phone, hearing you talk about big monitors.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna make my chat cry.
What do you actually want to do the work that I do? Because I bet you don't.
No, I just want the money, but I don't actually want the work part.
Exactly. that there lies your problem.
It's like, I want the paycheck, but I'd rather keep my job. If only my job had a better paycheck.
I know. I have honestly been looking at like, can I just give up this position? But the money, I need the money.
Yeah. Especially right. I don't know about there, but here it's been really hard. Like, there really are not many, if any, options for work. I don't know how bad it is up there.
It is bad, which is why I don't apply for companies here anymore. That's why I work for a European company.
Oh, true. Yeah, okay.
There are other risks though. Working for a company not in your own country that far away is a huge risk. So the last company I worked for was in Sweden.
Oh yeah, you did. I forgot that you worked for another company that was. Yeah.
So the thing is, the North American branches, of course, are external, right? So when they had to start cutting costs, the North American branches were the first to go. So that's how I see. They consolidated everything to the Sweden branch. So same thing here, because I work for a company headquartered out of France. If they gotta cut costs, the North Americans are the very first to go.
I see. Poor people don't relate. Oh my god. Ren and Zaho are just having like the saddest I'm sorry. The saddest comments in chat. They're like, oh, okay, alright. Yeah.
But also, do you really want to be in school forever like me? I bet not.
See, my issue is I was in school forever and I still don't get the big paycheck.
I'm still in school. I have class
tomorrow.
Yeah,
you do. How is your school going?
It's shitty.
I love how you're like, I'm not even going to think about it. I'm not even going to try to make it sound better.
Shitty.
I'm sorry.
Guys, I'm in my 4th program.
You told me about this mess.
This is my 3rd postgrad after my bachelor's. It doesn't fucking end, okay? That's the downfall of having this kind of job. It doesn't end. If you're not up to date, you're fucked. You have to keep going to school. My father also works in a similar field. He kept going to school every few years to stay on top of it because technology, it is what it is.
Yeah.
He literally was in school until the second last year before he retired. He never stopped going to school, and I'm in the same boat. Like, if I want to keep on top of it, if I don't want to get laid off, things move so fast. I go back to school every 2-3 years. Yeah,
you did tell me about this. School in 2025. Reno, shut up. I mean, I was in school for a long time in a row, and at least I don't have to go back. But I mean, I was in graduate school for the same amount of time I was in the compulsory school. You know what I mean? The school you have to take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was somewhere between, or maybe more. I did 13 years. I don't want to think about it. But, yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, the good thing is I can get a job easily. The problem is that, which is nice, the problem is that the pay is not very good for the area I live in, is the issue.
I see.
Yeah, but the problem is if I went somewhere else, the pay isn't much better. As in, they pay me a lot lower if I went to a place that the cost of living was lower. So it's not helpful if I move somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
And it's like
We'll just
I
cry.
honestly have been considering, hey, should I go back to one of my previous jobs and just take a much lower paycheck, except it's more stress free. And I'm like looking at like my bills and stuff. 'Cause I live in Toronto. It's
Yeah.
really fucking expensive.
No, I know. I know it's expensive there too. It has to be because any big city, it's like a lot. So
Yeah, it's like I can't. I'm not allowed to. I physically actually can't. Like if I'm willing to lose my home, yeah. But I'm not willing to lose my home.
yeah, maybe don't do that part. That's the thing, because here I mostly work for rent. To be perfectly honest, that's what I'm paying.
Mm-hmm.
Randall, you are good at fashion. Go to fashion school and make $1 million, and then give us super chats or some shit when you're rich. Okay.
Design some really like couture kind of things for us.
He's very good at fashion, and he thinks that he's not. I don't know why. Lying to himself all the time.
Design shit and we'll wear it for you.
Yeah. Oh, I should send him. There's a few like local-ish artists that do really cool fashion that's like casual in the sense that like they make a living from making their own clothes. So it's not like
I love that.
Yeah, but so you know what I mean? Like it's not like fashion week.
Not
but
high fashion.
Yeah. Not high fashion, but their clothes are like really good and they're high and affordable, if that makes sense. So average people buy their stuff. I have a lot of stuff from a few of them because a lot of them are also very like size inclusive, so you can probably find something that fits you. Like most of them also try to avoid, oh, I'm just going to make super tiny clothes that no one can wear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Galaxy, sorry.
Yes.
Quick thing. In your references, only one of the pictures have markings on the face. Is there supposed to be markings?
Yes. I don't know why that's the case. Look at me right now. Look at my current face.
Okay, so the same markings as usual. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's just because that's the model that I've been messing with, so I just probably didn't even notice. Like it's not completely finished. So I'm glad you asked. You don't have to put them on, but I do like it having at least a little bit. I've also changed the colors a few times, so you can make them whatever color makes sense for that color scheme. Does that make sense?
Exactly the same color.
That's totally fine. It's just because like the current avatar I'm using today, I have them a bit darker, but it's because this is like I'm wearing like all black clothes, so I made them darker. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So the color doesn't matter. Whatever you want. You're back from the ads. Welcome back.
Welcome back from Agile.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay, dude, I have made you 15 faces. I am probably done. I'm just letting you know.
I am almost done on yours as well. Almost.
All right. I'll keep making faces till you finish. I hope that you enjoy the current horrifying face. Look at it.
I love it. I love it.
I'm just trying to make it so they still kind of read when they're tiny. Because, you know.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Thank you.
And like I said before, the cheeks are separate so you can put them wherever you want.
Yeah.
I think when you look at the layers, I actually think they'll make sense to you. I'd be surprised if they don't.
If they don't, I will ask, but don't even worry about it.
Yeah. I just realized I didn't name the layer that has the butter on it, ironically. So I should.
No! Butter!
I called it main butter because it's the main part of the butter. So there you go. What?
Not to be mistaken for poop butter.
The poop butter's on the side. I also left the original sketches in the background, but they're just invisible. You know what I mean? I'm just checking that they're still there. Because I made some butters on the side. I just don't know how you would... You probably could make some butters on the side, and if you like the faces, you could just put the faces on them. Right?
Will do. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna make a side butter, but I did make sketches for 2 of them. Are you gonna lick the butter?
I can, or you can make a face where the butter's licking you.
Oh my lord. You know what that reminds me of? I am gonna try.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of the cinnamon toast commercials where they eat themselves and they
Wait,
lick
what?
each other. You haven't seen that cinnamon toast cereal? They lick each other and eat each other, and they're all cannibals.
What part of I didn't watch TV did you not?
No,
get?
these are in current day. These are in the current
Are
day.
they? I have not
Yes.
seen these.
Look
Brenda,
up
thank you for the follow.
look up later like cinnamon toast crunch cereal, and you'll see like it's all of them eating each other, and then these huge tongues come out of the little pieces of cereal and they lick each other and consume each other.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
Yeah,
wild.
see? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. hmm Yeah, they eat each other in the cereal. So, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch ads that promote cannibalism, yeah. But they still have them. I saw
That's
one,
crazy.
like, they still make them. So this is not like an old thing. It is, but I mean, there's like new ones. Do I have a good, like...
Ads are fucking crazy.
God, yeah. Oh my God, that's the other thing. So since I was like raised by TV basically as a kid, I used to know like all these fucking jingles from all these like different companies. I probably still
Oh my God,
do.
please. Yes.
I know so many of them. I don't want to sing them, but they're in my brain. It was just like if only there was a like one of those competition shows where you had to do that, I could have won. Could have won all the
Oh my
monies.
goodness.
It's like what
That's
what
impressive.
company has the jingle that starts with whatever, and I'll be like, it's this one. Oh no. Oh, like the Life cereal where the brother was trying to talk to the other brother about Life cereal, and it's like Mikey likes it. Did you? Never mind.
Ha- I'm sure chat knows what you're talking about, but
This is what's in my
FYI.
brain. This is what's unfortunately in my brain. Because it would be like an older brother trying to tell his younger brother to eat Life cereal because supposedly it was healthier. And then Mikey was the younger brother who I think didn't talk and just looked unhappy. And then eventually ate the cereal, and he'd say Mikey likes it.
what?
Yeah. We are too old, Gala. I know. See, that was the one who usually gets the random shit I say. And then she's like, oh no, I know that reference.
I feel like are we around the same age?
Yeah, but I think I'm a little bit older than you. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
It's hard to tell because of your lack of media connection. Does that
I'm
make
37.
sense?
Everybody knows I'm 30.
I'm not going to tell you my age, but I was correct in what I said a minute ago.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So slightly. So then, yeah, well, but there's also the Canadian factor, right? Because even though I was in Puerto Rico, the only non-Puerto Rican TV I saw was from the US, so, which is not quite the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just, you know what I
Media
mean?
factor does play a huge part too. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that there's some products that don't really exist over there or are called differently. Some commercials don't make it over. Oh my God! Did you see the Folgers commercial of the brother and sister who were very close to each other?
Huh?
Okay, well, it's a Christmas commercial. And this guy comes home. I'm editing it for the sake of Twitch. So it's a Folgers coffee. You know, Folgers in your cup. That one.
Yep.
So he comes home. It's snowing, so probably it's Canada. Who knows? I believe you all would do this. And then she's like, what? No, it's a real one, Reynold. This is the real one. And she sees her brother, and she's so happy to see him. And it almost looks like they could be long lost. But no, they're just siblings. And then they go inside the kitchen, and she looks at him with her loving eyes, and he looks at her the same way. And they drink Folgers together, and she talks about how much she missed him while he was away at college because she's just a young girl in high school. But anyway, Folgers in your cup.
Disappointed?
It's a real commercial.
Were you disappointed that they were siblings, or very excited they were siblings?
I was confused that they were siblings. No, because they're like full siblings. There's like people talk about this when it's like, wait a second, why did they ever make this commercial? Because these siblings seem like they're not siblings, but they are, clearly. I'm gonna have to find this commercial and send it to you later, and then you can show Bora and tell him it's my fault. Yeah, so Reno, I believe that
That's
there's a
always.
parody that they probably exaggerated it, but the original is also like it's a Christmas commercial for Folgers of missing your loved ones when they come home for the holidays and you're happy to see them.
So I just like beef fudging.
God. I mean, basically. There you go. But now you know another part of pop culture that you didn't ever want to know. This is what happens when I'm tired and talk about things.
Yeah, you have so much exposure to like random media and shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's really in my brain all the time. I just tend to keep it to myself, but it is there always. Zaho, just move back. Easy. Oh my god. Well, I'm sure that they lived a very happy life together.
Together,
Yeah.
just the two of them.
Yep. Yep. There's this person on YouTube that makes like really kind of bizarre, but interesting video essays / rants, and they made one of that commercial, and I was so into it because it's like, yeah, I know this commercial well. God.
I think I'm trying to wrap my head around how you find the time to watch all this shit.
Well, I would have TV on while I was studying all the time, constantly. So it doesn't necessarily mean that I was always 100% watching it, but literally I'd be studying and doing work and I would always have the TV on. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, and again, I wasn't allowed to do much. Although I guess YouTube, but I got TV. So I was just inside all the time with the TV. Like there's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Whereas for us, it was like no TV allowed.
That's the thing. That's what I meant before. Like, I feel like if you had access to a TV, it would have been different. Because again, I also watched it like at night when people were asleep. Well, that's also when I played video games. Because I was supposed to only play video games for a short amount of time. Maid, where did you post the song? If it was in chat, the chat will block like any link, so I don't know. But if you post it in the Discord, I'll see it later. Because we have the music channel in the Discord.
Now, you would probably have enjoyed Comcast On Demand.
Yeah. Oh my god, the brief period I had that, it's like I can watch TV late at night and actually things that I want to see. It's a fucking miracle. Because it was like, you know, like the closest you had before streaming, basically.
Okay. I'm gonna sound like I'm making assumptions of what it is. I'm gonna sound like a complete uncultured fool. That I'm like, I don't actually know what that is. But
So
you probably figured out.
So basically, it would be like, oh, let's say that you get 50 channels or whatever, right? A lot of the shows from those channels, they would put their episodes on demand. So if you missed when it was when it was live, when it was aired, you could watch it on demand without having to record it.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah, which is why it was really helpful, because recording, you know, it's not perfect and sometimes it would mess up. So
Yeah.
sometimes you'd be lucky and they'd be like, oh, we have like all of the episodes of this show that airs on ABC, I don't know, that you can watch. Other times they would only have them for a few weeks. So it's like, let's say you're watching, I don't know, like Modern Family, like some sitcom, and they would have episodes for that month, but then when the months passed, they delete the old episodes. But at least you were like, oh, I missed the one with this week, I can go watch it. So it depends. So it was like the easiest way to see TV shows when you weren't home. Yeah, but okay, but at that time Netflix was DVD only, so that's confusing. Does this face make sense? Also, May, I have not seen it because I've been busy all day, so I will see it later in the other channel. I think this face makes sense. You wanted a tongue, so I
You
mean,
know what that tongue do?
you said you wanted the butter to lick other butters. That you said.
I did say
Jeez.
that. I did say that.
I feel like you're gonna be like, I don't know why they drew this. It's so weird. You see how sus they are? I didn't even tell them, and yet this is what they drew. and I'll
Jory's
just
the one
cry.
that's
Zaho is a liar, making stuff up.
You gonna take that shit, Zaho? You gonna take that?
Yes, I told you that I'm sus in your areas.
I also told you I don't believe that for a second.
I don't know why. I'm usually not sus on my stream pretty much ever. It's really rare. The only person who's sus on my stream are May and Zaho and Yayu. So Zaho cállate.
I think I'm taking that.
Damn.
I only just realized I forgot to draw your wings. Oh fucking shit.
Oh my god. You don't have to.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
You seem so distressed. It's like it's fine. I mean,
because it's so much a part of you. It's always on your model.
that's true.
Okay, I'm drawing it. Fuck it, I'm drawing it.
Fine. Although I don't remember which. It's not this one. No, there's one avatar I have that for some reason the wings. I don't know how to explain it. The color is wrong, and when I move, the color bleeds. I don't know how that's happening or why. It almost looks like it got washed out from my model.
The heck? So is it in your tracking software?
No, it happens now all the time with that. It's not this one. With one of my models. I was like, okay, I have to go back and fix it clearly, but I don't know how that even happened. So even when I'm using programs to just take pictures, right, for like a thumbnail or something, it's been happening there too. To the point that I'm just forgetting which one it is, but the last time I did something with that model, I just like deleted the wings off of the screenshot to not worry about it, because that was easier than figuring out what the color weirdness was going on. So because my wings tend to be like a bluish teal color, it looked like it was, the reason why it looks like it's like watered out almost is because it looks white-ish, but like streaky white. Really weird.
So right now, the color I have on my screen though, like the one that you sent me, that's correct then, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it would be really obvious. It basically looks like someone threw water on it, and so there's like streaks of water falling down that are white or something. Like it literally looks like that.
So weird.
Yeah, I don't know why that or how. And again, I think it's only the one model that has the problem. It's one I don't use very often. I know that. So, yeah. At least that one is fine. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, it would be really noticeable. You'd be like, why is it like partly white and streaky?
I hope that if you try in VNyan or something, it's not going to show the same.
I wonder. Because it's true that I'm still using a really old program as well, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, they made a bunch of edits to this program that are making it really hard for capturing it. Like the fact that I had to do like a whole ridiculous thing just to get it to work on OBS again is stupid.
Yeah, Bora was using that.
Oh my god,
his
Reno.
computer borked 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
But now he's using VNyan and he likes it a lot better.
Oh, I'm sure. Like I literally downloaded VNyan and Warudo maybe like a month or so ago just to test them out. So again, I have them. I just have to use them.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Reno, we talked about Groove Coaster like a few days ago, so shush.
Yummy. And stretch got it. Thank you, Umbra, for the hydrate and stretch.
I am also drinking things.
I do have a posture check redeem. I'm not saying you should claim it, but you should probably take a look at what the description is.
Oh my god. But God, like Groove Coaster. Reno, I didn't say I was gonna play. I will probably play Groove Coaster on stream eventually. Did you not see my announcement where I was like, I'm only doing this thing with Nara and then the rest of the week I'm busy? I told you this.
Thank you for taking the time to do this with me.
Yeah. I basically told everyone, like, I'm busy all week. I'm only doing this and then I'm doing convention stuff. Bye.
Wait, what is that game you just talked about?
What?
That game you just talked about.
Groove Coaster. Yeah. Groove.
Honey.
What? It's a really good, like a music rhythm game. Honestly, it's actually not that popular, so this one makes sense that you wouldn't know about. So even my Japanese.
And you proceed to yell in my face, and then go, "Oh yeah, no, you wouldn't know that."
It's true. Because even like my Japanese professor, who she's like a gamer and she really likes rhythm games. She had never heard of it, and I'm like, well, okay, that's weirder because you live in Japan, and it's like in every arcade, but that's okay. It's like you have a line that your little avatar is following, hence the kind of like roller coaster aspect of it, and it runs around and moves, and while it's doing that, when your little avatar hits whatever design is the note in that level, you hit it, right? And that's how you make the music. But it's interesting in part because it's really complicated. So when the roller coaster part is going around, some of them are really crazy. Like Megalomix or whatever. The one from Megalovania, the one from...
Megalovania?
Yeah. I've been trying to play that one and get better at it, and it is a lot because they basically incorporate the stuff from that battle from Undertale into the level. So you're getting attacked by the same shit you get attacked in the game.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, they did a great job with the level, but Reno, I'm not going to be irresponsible. I have things to do. And cats to poke and look at.
Nah.
I know. You're so cute.
Okay, how are we feeling about my side here?
It looks adorable.
Yay.
Yes. Do you enjoy the tongue I made you?
Yes, the dicky tongue.
I feel the wings are very cute. I tried to make it a big, no, not a big, a buoyant, fluffy tongue. I was trying to make it look, poofy. What's the English word for that?
Buoyant?
Yeah, that's what I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. No, like poofy, full of air, like a thing in the pool.
Airy.
Sure.
Flowy.
But with saliva on it.
I think what I'll also do at some point is I'll probably make like a one that's just face down plopped onto a plate. Like you just
that's kind of... Wait, where is it? That was one of the things I was playing with when we first started. Where did I put it? This one here, the second one, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Oh.
Yeah. So what I was imagining is like, what if the butter was kind of cut and then the face was like on the last, right? That's what it's just like the standing one made more sense to do more of them, but that is kind of what I was imagining. So I was imagining like sliced off but connected butter, and then the last one was kind of like here.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I think it would look good. I think it's just figuring out how to get it to look correctly. Where does this go?
Face down, but like those lines when you're like, oh shit, kind of like lines going down your face, but on the butter instead.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. For real, Nara, if you have a Switch, you should download the Groove Coaster demo. Yes, it is a good game.
Yeah, I do have a Switch. Yeah.
It is. That's true. I forgot they have a demo. And then if you get into it, you'll get sucked into the buying DLC problem that we have.
Of course.
Yeah, it does have a lot of songs already. It's just that they have some pretty cool collabs with like Vocaloid stuff. And they have a lot of songs that they've added for the DLC that are great, So I've mostly bought a lot of the Vocaloid packs and some of the Hololive packs and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I am very interested with those kind of song choices. Very much interested.
That's why I think you'd be into it, because the Vocaloid section is really large. And because of the fact that they have, until they stop doing it, because they sell DLCs, like let's say some new cool songs come out, and then they'll sell like a DLC pack of like, I don't know, 10 new Vocaloid songs or something like that. So, oh yeah, and the Toho songs, that's right. It's Vocaloid Toho.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like I said, they have like Undertale, they only have 2 or 3, I think, but they have a few of those. What else did they add? They have the Ogenki ones, but you haven't played that. But like, so they have stuff from other rhythm games that they add. Like, so they have original songs from other rhythm games. So if you play those, you would know them too.
Okay.
Yeah. Nara,
Definitely check that out.
I'm tired.
You're tired? I'm done.
Okay, good. Because I'm like, I gotta go rest and get food, especially since I came here right from work.
Oh,
It looks so cute.
Galaxy.
Nara, why does it look so cute? Why?
I'm trying to make
How dare
something
you?
good for you.
How dare you?
What do you mean?
It's
What do you mean?
adorable.
What the fuck do you mean? How dare I?
Let me go look at the sus face. Let me go back to the sus face. Where did it go?
Oh my goodness. I'm glad you like it.
It's really cute.
I'll sign it. I'll send
There you go.
the PNG, and I'll also send you the transparency.
I'll send. Yeah, I'll do the same. I mean, I'm gonna send you the PSD so you can do whatever you want with it. I hope that you enjoy the face I have on the screen for you right now, because that's.
It's so cute. I love it. It's so cute.
I know. All right.
I have to figure out stream avatars and put those to good use.
Well, like I said, and you have the poop for if you want to make some animation and put the poop next to it. Because the poop isn't going to stay up here, right? I just made them so that you could copy paste them to wherever you want. The first poop on the bottom is in the right place. The second poop is not. It should be where the first one is. You know what I mean? It should be down here.
I don't know stream avatars very well, but I wonder if there's a way to, as they walk across the screen, they just leave little poops behind.
That's kind of what I was hoping, which is why I tried to do this so that it kind of already looks like, oh, it's doing this weird thing. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of looks like it's moving in that direction, if that makes sense. This one I just made to look more like what you would expect. Well, it's butter.
Cute. I love them. It is butter. I can't believe it's not butter.
Oh,
but
no.
It's a butterfly.
But butter isn't, but can't believe it's not butter, it's margarine. You can't mix those up.
Yes, that is true.
Can't do that.
Galaxy, thank you so much for joining.
Thanks for having me. Thank you. All right, let me go say bye.
Keep drawing. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep drawing for a little while longer, chat. So don't worry, hang tight, because I'm gonna work on my Waifu Wars art very soon.
Oh my god, interesting. I gotta see that later. All right, I'll talk to you later, Nara. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm still here. And you'll still see Nara until I leave because I can't disconnect all this shit. It's all connected. Thanks for coming by. I'm glad I got to hang out with Nara and help them for their charity stream. And now look, they have a lot of little weird butter faces. I do like this creepy little face. I like it. I like making little weird faces. Look at that one. And there's that one. I still think the butter itself, I would like to make it a bit rounder, so I'll ask them if they want me to try to do that a little bit more. But with the wings, it didn't make sense to make them smaller to give them more color, because when you make it small, it looks kind of weird. So, All right, everybody, I'm going to go. Let me give you all music, since I've basically kept you in silence for like a million gazillion years. Sorry. The music was bothering me because it was just on repeat, and then unfortunately I had the music and Nara connected, so it was causing some problems. All right, everybody, I'm gonna go eat food, and I don't know what I'm doing. Sleeping at some point. Okay, bye-bye! Pórtense bien. Oh, right. I'll be back next week because I really am busy all this week with the anime convention and stuff. Who knows, if stuff changes, there's always a chance I'll do like a random stream, but unlikely. Okay, take care, everybody. Have fun. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Pórtense bien. No se porten mal. No se porten mal. Ba, ba, ba. Wait, how do I... Ba, 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 ba. You're never good. That's not true. Okay.